Hi, it's Glenn here from KartSport Auckland City of Sales event. We're in day 3 now, the final day of pre-finals and finals. The action starts, the weather's looking pretty average to be fair, so I'm going to take you guys on a bit of a pit walk around some teams and talk to some drivers and see what we go from there. Yesterday we had 3 heats, pretty entertaining, all in the dry. Today changes it up. We've got dry, wet, we don't really know what's happening too much with the weather, but I thought I'd bring you guys through a few of the teams and show you some of the setups and stuff you don't see during the event. So this is Josh Hart Racing here. Got a pile of different karts here, different drivers doing their thing, wrapped around. Look at their setup with their truck in here. One of the bigger teams in the field. Some drivers here. Brendan, are you available to have a wee chat, mate, please? So we've got Brendan Hart here, driver of the 69 Rotax Max Heavy. How did your day go yesterday, mate?
Bit of a battle yesterday. Had a big Christmas, a little bit heavy over the scale, so I'm hoping for a little bit of rain today, so that'll get me back into the game hopefully.
I was going to say, you were telling me yesterday about you hoping for a bit of rain on Sunday, a bit of extra traction with Lloyd.
Yeah, that'll help. But a lot of the boys in the team have gone well. The junior Rotax boys are going well. I'm running up the front of the field, and the young Marco and DVS and Lyle's going strong as well. So it looks like it's going to be a good pre-final and final today.
Awesome, good luck today, guys. Let's move around to another side. So a lot of different things here. There's teams racings, but there's also individuals. There's a lot of people here just working as mum and dad or dad and the kids. We'll just jump through here into the Urban Performance Energy Karts site. I've got a bit of spread out over here. Pretty big team like Josh Hart Racing, got plenty of karts, all looking pretty sharp and nice sticker kits and everything. Mason, you free for a second, mate?
Yeah, mate.
How did yesterday go for your team, buddy?
Very good. On Friday we qualified very well across all classes, and then we raced well yesterday, so very happy.
Have you got some good wet weather drivers in your team, mate?
Oh, we've got a few. Yeah. We've got Chris Benson here goes good in the wet. Just hopefully he can do the job, but we'll find out.
You look like you've got a bit of a smirk on your face with Chris Benton doing the job, mate.
We'll see, mate. We'll see. He's got he's got the capabilities and he's got the gear, so hopefully he can do the job.
Awesome, mate. So Energy Karts, pretty new brand into New Zealand. I think it was around maybe 10 or 15 years ago. You guys have just started bringing them back in with a full offering up from the juniors into the seniors.
Yes. So basically, me and Ryan got together and had a chat about what we wanted to do going forward, and we decided that this was going to work best for us. So we do the whole range from 950 all the way through to KZ2, and we bring them all in so we can work with the young kids all the way up to seniors.
Yourself and Ryan, you also offer a bit of a mentoring or I guess driver training and that through the business?
Yes, correct. So Ryan's been doing this for 33 years and I've been doing it for 23 years, so we've got a lot of experience on the side, and we've both had very good success throughout New Zealand and obviously with Ryan overseas as well. So we offer that as well. Yeah.
Also appreciate it. Good luck for today, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Right, let's just carry on wandering around here. Got another team around the corner here. Look, pretty much a South Island based team called Tasman Karts. So yeah, we'll make our way back through into the Right Kart site. So Right Kart's another big team in the pits. Pretty cool setup there. I think they've got new marquees this weekend. They look very, very good. So we'll go and see if we can catch up with one of their team leaders in here. So they run a variety of people from all over the country. See if I can find Richard. So I'll grab Richard Bethune from Right Karts just to have a bit of a chat about how his team went yesterday. He might be a bit busy in there. So I've got Richard Bethune here from Right Karts. Just want to talk about your day over the weekend and stuff like that. So you've got quite a few karts here this weekend, Richard?
22. So across all of the classes, we've got a number of cadets and
How's the team gone for the couple of days so far?
Well, this is Joey. He managed to put it on pole in Cadet, and then he's won 2 of the 3 races so far, so he's good. Another young guy, Nico Thomason, he's qualified at the front of the BMR as well. He's had a rough introduction to BMR over the last couple of days, but I think the juniors and some of the Rotax Light kids are sort of just moving up, so they're finding their feet.
It's pretty daunting for those young kids to step up from a cadet class into the more experienced kids with a field of cadets of about 15 going into a field of 33 karts and being a wee bit off the pace. But it's pretty hard for them, isn't it?
Look, you've got kids that have run very well at BMR, and then all of a sudden they're expected to go 3 seconds a lap faster. They're 11 and 12 years old racing against 15-year-old young men, and there's 38 out there. And when you get qualifying 10th out, you've dropped 15 spots. So it's a really tight field.
So we're going to ask Joey a couple of questions. Ready, Joey, mate?
Okay.
Right, what do you like in the wet, Joey? What do you like at racing in the wet? You pretty good at wet?
How good are you?
You're fast in the wet. Are you going to be fast enough to put it on P1 in the final, mate? Yep. Is Dad going to be working on the kart today, or are you going to have to get Richard to do it? So you're going to get Josh to do it. Okay. So your goal, what's your goal for the end of the day today? Where do you want to be? P1? Well, good luck on that, buddy. Right guys, let's have a bit of a wander around. So racing starts today at about 9:10. We'll have a lunch break at about 12 after all the pre-finals are done. What you'll find today is a lot of people will be looking at the weather. They'll look at it all day, they'll take up some wet tyres and some dry tyres to the grid because they won't know what they're doing. There's plenty of wind, so the track will dry very, very quickly. So teams will have about 3 minutes to decide what tyres they're going to go out on. It's a lottery. What will happen though, you'll have half the people out on dry, half the people out on wet tyres. What will happen, the dry tyres will be on a damp track, will be very average until they get some temperature in them. They'll be right at the back. Then those guys there, if the track stays dry or goes drier, they will come through the field about 5 seconds a lap faster than the guys on wets. So it's a really interesting battle. They'll all drop back and then you'll see people on the live stream to shoot past people. That will generally mean that they're on the dry tyres and they've got some temperature in. Temperature equals grip in a kart tyre. So the difference between the tyres, I just mentioned that. So I'll find a set here. So that is what's called an MG wet tyre. You'll see all the grooves on it, you'll see the nipples on it, that's a brand new tyre. You'll use that in the wet. On the kart over here, you'll see a slick tyre. That slick tyre, once it gets some temperature in it, will actually get a wee bit of grip, but that'll take a lot longer to get grip because of the track being wet. So it's a big gamble with this. Throw this back so we don't lose it. Let's just carry on jumping through this side here. We've got NZ Motorsport. Dan Bracer, team captain of this. He's got about 25 karts here in his team. There's a bit of a tent city here, ranging from all the way down. He brings in the Paralyn brand. You'll see that all through there. He's got kids ranging from 7 years old right through to somebody I think is about 60 years old. So big team through here. I'll see if I can catch up with Dan. So a couple of days into the event already, Dan. How are you finding it?
Stressful. No, it's been good. Yesterday we had some great racing. The weather's put it on for us for the last couple of days, and now it's just going to be one of those days where it's on and off. So I think right now we're just going to get all the karts set up conditions for both, so that we can swap fast. Because I think now there's going to be a lot of decisions made in the Parc Fermé on wets or dries, and right now it's just going to be find the happy medium for your best setup for a breezy dry condition and a wet condition.
So generally in a setup, if you've got 2 or 3 minutes, you're just going to chuck some new tyres in it, right? But if you've got a bit of time, if it's bucketing in now, you'd probably, on a Rotax Max, you'd probably throw maybe 3 or 4 teeth in it, because your corner speed's not as fast, so you need more power coming out of it. You'd probably change the front end a bit, wouldn't you, as well?
Yeah, so right now we're just going through the cycle of putting on our range stock and a chain to fit, and trying to get them so that you don't actually even have to move the motor. If we can just get the sprocket off, the chain off, put another sprocket on, put another chain on and whip it on, that saves us a couple of minutes in getting the chain tension right, and then we can focus on trying to get the front set up right or the rear width right, you know. So right now it's all about streamlining everything and getting everything pre-done. The width's on the rear already pre-done, so we can just slip the rear hubs on and go. Same with the front. So that's what the mad rush from 7 AM has been here, just getting everything ready so that we can, if we have to, change everything in 5 minutes.
So a lot of the carts in here that will be coming up first, this car behind you here, they'll be probably 3rd or 4th cart out. You'll see it sitting here with nothing on it, no wheels, no nothing. So in the bag underneath here, I'm assuming you've got your wet wheels in that, your wet tyres, you've got your slicks here, you're just ready to slot it straight back on. It won't change anything to the seat, you'll just be rushed. So you'll have a couple of people up there helping them out, whipping some tyres on and off, bit of power tools, everything going, aren't you?
Yeah, 100%. You know, like we sell the trolleys over there, we've got the tyres that are already stuck on the side, you've got a toolbox on the bottom, so you literally can just grab and go. And like if you can say 30 seconds is a lot of time when you need it.
Yeah, we're looking at the new system this year at City Sales, where we've got a pre-grid. So once the class in front of you goes out, you basically have a 3-minute board that gets shown that you need to make your decision and fix it within 3 minutes. So that's going to make things interesting today. Yesterday, no problems, it was dry all day. Everybody just went no mad rush at all. So in 3 minutes, yeah, you're realistically changing all your tyres and checking the pressures out, aren't you?
Yeah, and you're going to have a lot of people trying to hang back and wait to get through that gate as late as possible. But at the end of the day, once that gate closes, you don't get on the grid. So hey, over in Europe, we've seen people miss the grid before. When that time closes, that gate closes, and you don't get on the grid. So you've got to be ready. And at the end of the day, you've got the wrong tyre on it. Who cares? You're out the gate. You've made the race. You're still going to beat the guy who's stuck in the pit lane.
And then I talked before about the interesting part about having people out on the track in wets and in slicks. It makes it very interesting racing. The slicks, as I said before, will go right down to the back, they get some temperature and fly forward. Unless it starts raining again. You're out there on slicks and it starts raining, you're on an ice skating rink effectively. You'll see karts firing off the end of the straight because they just can't get any heat into their tyres, right?
Yeah, but the first human finish, right? So if you're 1 of 7 or 8 on slicks, you just got to make sure you stay on the track and be the first one of those people on slicks, because 7 points is better than none, right?
Great. Good luck today, buddy.
Thanks, mate.
Right, I'm going to go this way here. I've spoken to Cooper Inslee, going to have a wee chat to him. So he's part of the United Truck Parts team. So his father, Sean Inslee, was running Shane Van Gisbergen in his speedway season this year in the Springs and Bay Park and stuff like that. So Sean's a very good dirt kart man. So let's see what Cooper's going to be like in the wet today. So we were just talking about how your father helps out Shane Van Gisbergen, and so obviously very good on the dirt and in the wet and stuff like that. How's Cooper going to go today, mate?
I don't know really, I hope I go good. I've got a fair bit of confidence, but just see what happens.
DVS Junior.
How was yesterday? Where were your results? Where you wanted to be? I saw a bit of bad luck in one. Saw you up the front at the pointy end in another one.
It was pretty good yesterday. Could have been better, but who knows, if it got better, it could have got worse too. So.
And how's your mechanic been? Has he been good or a bit average? Average. So we see Sean over here, he's getting ready with your wet tyres, Cooper. So once again, what we talked about before, a kart will be naked with no wheels on it. Dad, we're prepping here to be putting these hubs on. These hubs will be wider, will be longer, so you'll have more traction. What you do is you bring your front out and bring your rear in for more grip. So they'll have special hubs for that. These will go onto these wheels. So it's just a straight, take that nut off, slot it on. It's as simple as that. It's easier to do 1 nut than it is to do 3 on your hub. So Sean will make the decision. He'll be bringing his gear up. He'll slot on here, undo that nut, throw it straight back on. Pretty much how it is, isn't it, Sean?
Yeah, that's pretty much how it is. someone on slicks and someone on wets. And, yeah, bit of a guessing game.
Interesting. Thanks, Cooper. Good luck today, mate. Let's go down into the speedway track. So here at KartSport Auckland, we have our kart track, and we also have a speedway track that is used through the summer by motorbikes, dirt bikes. So it's a bit of a muddy mess down in here. If you look ahead of you and the big puddles, it sort of floods down here, and nobody really wants to be down here when it's wet. So I'm going to bring you across to the CRG team. It looks like Matt Kinsman from IKS is in here as well, so might take this opportunity to have a word to Matt Kinsman from IKS. Brings in the Sodi brand. He's got quite a few karts here this weekend, haven't you, mate?
Yeah, we've got a few here. Pace has been good this weekend. We've just struggled to convert a little bit, but today's a new day with some new challenges.
Yep. So obviously you've got a lot of KZ guys and quite a few Junior Max guys there as well.
To be fair, for the beginning of this year, we kind of split across obviously, your two junior categories and a few senior ones as well. So that's yeah, it's good.
Good. Awesome, mate. Good luck today.
Thank you very much.
Sweet. Right, now we're going to go and visit a team that's Christchurch based, WK's KartStars. See if I can find Matt over here. They've got a group of about 10 of them that come up from all over the South Island. Let's catch up with Zach Tucker. So 3NZ in the Rotax Max Junior, also in the DVS Junior. But he's not running DVS this weekend, are you, mate?
Oh no, I'm not running DVS, I'm just taking the one class.
Awesome. How'd your day go yesterday, Zach?
Oh, it was pretty good, just managed to benefit from a couple of incidents and just kind of keep my nose clean all day. Come away with 2 seconds and a fifth on track.
So you've got a few national titles to your name for, how old are you, 12?
14.
14, so a few national titles to your name. What do you go like in the wet, Zach?
Oh, well, I haven't driven on these new tyres in the wet, but in the Dunlop I quite enjoyed it. I quite like the wet. It's just a bit of a change and a challenge, test different abilities and things.
Because it's not all about horsepower in the wet, is it? It's all about the driver.
Yeah, it's kind of just about feeding on the throttle, not trying to get wheels, but just kind of not brake traction and just trying to keep the grip.
So this kart here, it's a new one. First time I've seen that this week. It's a CS55, which is Carlos Sainz, Formula 1 driver. 55 is obviously his number. How are you finding this car? It's pretty much the first time you've driven it, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I did one test session in the drive before this, but yeah, I'm really enjoying it, and I seem to be having decent pace, so I'm pretty happy.
Cool. So tell me what this here is. This ray thing that's feeding into your brakes, it looks like.
Oh, so this is just a brake duct to just get extra airflow to the brakes to keep them cool.
Cool, you need cool brakes, don't you? Good luck today, Zach.
Thank you.
I'm going to jump down the end here. I said before, the WKS team. I'll just grab Matt Hamilton, the team boss from WKS, to have a bit of a chat with us over here. You free, Matt? Yep. So, how many guys did you bring up from the South Island for this event, Matt?
We've got 7 in the team racing. It's been difficult. We've having to leave the trailers up here for a while, but it's well worth it. Big numbers, lots to learn.
Realistically, you guys will bring a big team up here of guys that are pretty experienced at the high level, and there's some mid-level guys, but the way they are going to get better is to come up here and race against fields of 30 and 40 people, isn't it?
Yes, for sure. Down home, Club in Christchurch is really strong at the moment, but you just don't get the depth of numbers up here. We've got practice day here and have 20 VMR on the grid, which is great, and we have the likes of Hamilton to practice on and Auckland and some really brilliant tracks. So it's definitely worth coming. We've got a good range of guys. We've got guys fighting for the win, and we've got guys doing their first away meetings with the track.
Yeah, these 2 cars behind us here, lovely family. That's their first big event, isn't it? Like what we call a Group E meeting, which is above a club day. The first time they've ever done one. They've come all the way from Christchurch up to Auckland. How are they finding it?
Yeah, for sure. It's pretty exciting for them. Big numbers. It's very difficult, but we've given them a good shot to play a couple of practice days here, and they're loving it, learning lots, and fun.
Good luck today, mate.
Thank you.
Awesome, thank you. All right, we're going to throw it back over to the live stream. It sounds like the karts are going to get warmed up shortly. Be on the track at 9:10 for the pre-final. DVS Junior will be our first class up. Over to you guys, I'll be back.
Good morning, folks. Welcome along here to KartSport Auckland's second day of the City of Sales 2025, brought to you by Pool and Spa Maintenance. Not far from kick-off here, as you can probably see outside. It's looking decidedly different to what it was yesterday. Bit of heavy rain and overnight, as well as now it's a bit showery and a bit scungy. The track's looking pretty slippery and be an interesting challenge for the drivers this weekend, or today in particular. But no doubt they're up for the challenge. It'll be a test of ability and kart setup and the ability to adapt. So we'll look forward to getting on with racing very shortly. We've got the first few karts just making their way to the dummy grid now. So it's a quick opportunity to thank all our sponsors: Provident Insurance, NZ Motorsport, International Kart Supplies, Supreme Kart Supplies, Veloce Karting, Urban Performance, Robert Cunningham Construction, JW Group and Danny Gelb Employment Law Advocacy. Massive thanks to all of those sponsors for supporting the classes here this weekend. We've got 9 classes in total, 164 entries across the country and 2 from Australia as well. So welcome along everyone that's travelled a long way, especially from Australia and Invercargill, the deep south, to be here racing with us this weekend. We really appreciate you making the effort here at City of Sales 2025. We're going to crown some champions tonight. So looking forward to getting the racing underway shortly. Pre-finals up first. The junior categories, they're going to run over 15 laps for the junior categories and 20 laps for the more senior categories. So we'll get underway with that very, very shortly. Hope you enjoyed the live stream yesterday. It was our pleasure to bring it to you. We'll hopefully ironed out those little kinks we had in the delivery of that yesterday. So we'll look forward to getting on with it today. And very, very shortly we'll be underway with Vortex ROK DVS Junior, proudly supported by Supreme Kart Supplies. So just stick around, we won't be far away. 15 lap pre-finals for the little drivers and 20 lap pre-finals for the senior classes. Just one mixed grid this weekend, and that's the DT2 and Vortex ROK DVS Senior. Just to get those guys out on track, we've had to combine those 2 classes together. Nevertheless, the racing's been red hot. Expect it to be a little bit slower today with the tricky conditions, but stand by for some world-class action here from KartSport Auckland's Giltrap Group Raceway in West Auckland. Of course, the City of Sales Championship doubles as round 1 of the New Zealand Rock Cup, which there are 4 rounds in the country, and the Hampton Downs New Zealand Racing Academy KartStars Series, which is also now a 5-round series this year. Starting here, of course, at City of Sales. The next round's going to be at the New Zealand Karting Grand Prix in Hamilton on the 1st and 2nd of March. Then we go to the Nationals back at Hamilton on the 18th to the 20th of April. That's Easter weekend. Traditionally always been Easter weekend for the National Championships of Karting in New Zealand. And then we go to Manawatu for the Rose City Championship on the 17th, 18th of May for round 4 of the series and the New Zealand Rock Cup. And then we have one standalone round, well, it's the final round of the KartStars series in Rotorua on the 28th, 29th of June. So put those dates in your calendar. The 1st and 2nd of March for the New Zealand Karting Grand Prix, that's always a big weekend in Hamilton. Then we've got the 18th, the 20th of April, Easter for the Nationals in Hamilton. 17th, 18th of May in Manawatu, and the 28th, 29th of June in Rotorua. Looking forward to those remaining 4 rounds of the Hampton Downs New Zealand Racing Academy KartStars Series, and of course the 4 rounds of the New Zealand Rock Cup, brought to you by Supreme Kart Supplies out of Taranaki. So really looking forward to getting on with it now. We've got karts on the grid. We had some good racing yesterday in this first category, the Vortex ROK DVS Juniors. Defending national champion Carson Daly had a good run yesterday. Clean swept with 3 from 3. Let's see what the young man from Hamilton's got this morning. For the rest of the field, his clubmate Miles Baker on the front row with him in the 88 kart. So that'll be a really good old ding-dong battle. A couple of fast, hard charges behind on row 2 as well. Just 11 entries in this class, but they're all class. The best way to describe Vortex ROK DVS Junior. Between 12 and 16 years of age, these drivers. All up kart and driver, weighs 140 kilos, about 38 horsepower out of these little karts. Direct drive, no clutch, so push start. And capable of some pretty impressive speeds as well. So stand by, we'll be right back shortly here at KartSport Auckland for day 2 of the Pool and Spa Maintenance 2025 City Sales Championship. Well, here we are again, folks. We're back for race 1, the first of our pre-finals here at the Pool and Spa Maintenance 2025 City of Sales Championship at Giltrap Group Raceway in West Auckland, hosted by KartSport Auckland. Sorry, a couple of technical issues here. I'll just turn that down so I can hear what I'm talking about. So up first, as I said, Vortex ROK DVS Junior, proudly supported by Supreme Kart Supplies out of Taranaki, the proud supplier of the Tony Kart chassis and the Vortex engines to KartSport New Zealand. So the gates open. We're about to get underway with the first of our pre-finals. Going to run over 20 laps. Vortex ROK DVS Junior. We'll get the grids up for you shortly. Essentially, the front row, a Hamilton front row with Carson Daly, the 1NZ, going to lead us away. Alongside will be the 88 of Miles Baker. These boys both had a good run yesterday. From position 3, the 98 of Lachlan Tombleson. Out of position 4, the 69 of Marco Manson. From position 5, the 78 of Seth Comer. The 22 of Levi McMillan's going to run from P6. Row 4 will be the 12 of Patrick McDonald. Alongside will be the 76 of Luke McMillan running from P8. From position 9, the 20 of Lachlan Roberts. Just see our cameraman giving us a bit of a wipe to clean the camera there. Such as the rain here this morning at Auckland. So Lachlan Roberts going to run from position 20. From position 9. From position 10, the Gold Star champ Max Amon and Harrison Zhao. The 82 kart will start from position 11. So there are your grids for the pre-final here. Running over 20 laps. Supreme Kart Supplies, Vortex ROK DVS Junior. Of course, if you want to talk to Morris Frost and the team, look them up on the internet, supremekarts.co.nz. Give them a call, flick them an email, or drop into the shop at Hurlstone Drive if you happen to be driving through beautiful New Plymouth. Catch up with Morris there. Builds engines, supplies the chassis. He's got a water jet cutting facility there as well if you want anything special cut out. He's cutting some special stuff for me just at the moment, so I recommend Supreme Waterjet Cutting as well as Supreme Kart Supplies down there in New Plymouth. Go check him out. Morris, great guy, incredibly knowledgeable about everything karting. Got the family involved in the business as well, with grandson Seth working there and son Kane as well. So great bunch of people at Supreme Kart Supplies down there in Hillstone Drive, New Plymouth, supporting Vortex ROK DVS Junior. This is the pre-final. Carson Daly won the 3 heats yesterday. Can he go 4 from 4 this morning in the wet weather? We'll see who's got the oil on the field this weekend. Here at day 2 of the Pool and Spa Maintenance City of Sales Championship 2025. Get them round turn 8 to face the starter. Here they come, the field. First race of the day, Vortex ROK DVS Junior. Watch for the lights on the gantry. Here we go, racing heat 1. Underway, the pre-final. Vortex ROK DVS Junior, round through turn 1. They'll tiptoe round there, looking for a bit of drive and traction. They've all got through cleanly. They rock it up now to turn 2. Daly in control at the moment. Baker slipped back to about 3rd place. Someone right around the outside there. That was a great move. I'm not sure. I think that was Marco Manson. Went right around the outside at turn 2. Down to 4 they go, the clubhouse corner. Tiptoeing their way around there. Someone down the inside. There's a bit of passing going on. That was an orange helmet. I think that was Miles Baker, the number 88 kart. Daly just sort of trying to skip away from the field if he can make it happen. Cross the line. No, it was Seth Comer actually that put on that good move down there. Down into Death Valley they go. Miles Baker down the inside. The dry line is normally not the normal racing line in the wet conditions. So Carson Daly leads. Seth Comer, the local man, P2. Baker down the inside at turn 2. So Baker now goes to 2nd position. Comer into 3rd. Then I think Lachlan Tombleton's in there. Oh, we've got one turned around there at the exit of turn 3. Can't see which kart that is. But that'll be the end of the race. They're hard to restart these karts for these smaller drivers. Yellow flag waving now at flag point 2. So Daly leads from Baker. Then it's Manson, Tombleton, Comer. Then it's the 20 kart of Lachlan Roberts down into Death Valley. Turn 1 they go. Back up to turn 2. Daly using all his body weight on the outside of that corner to try and get a bit of drive traction on that right rear tyre around turn 2. Now down to 4. Carson Daly still leading. Reasonable margin of 0.8 of a second over his clubmate Miles Baker, the 88 kart in P2. See that wide line they're taking up round the top of the corners there. Getting off that rubbered-in surface. Oh, there's someone all sideways there. That was Seth Comer, speedway style through turn 9. Managed to gather it up, but lost a bunch of time in a couple of places. So your full race order, Carson Daly being hunted by Miles Baker. Then it's the 69 of Marco Manson. We go back to the 20. Oh, one turned around there at turn 2. Going to get centre punched if he's not careful. It's Tombleton. Is one of those karts there. The number 98 turned around. They're going to try and restart them. They're difficult to restart on their own. Not fast enough, I don't think. Tombleton will just try and keep an eye on them to make sure they're out of the way. They're going to push them off the track. Tombleton desperately trying to get that kart restarted. Unable to do so. So that's the end of the pre-final for those two drivers. And all that action, I missed Miles Baker getting to the front. So Baker now leads from Daly around to turn 2 they go. And then down to 3 and 4, the clubhouse corner. So Miles Baker, the man from Hamilton, happier in the wet conditions than Carson Daly. He's got in front of him. He's about a 0.9 of a second quicker than his clubmate behind. Baker's going to lead us across the line this time as he gasses up through turn 9. Then down to Death Valley, turn 1 again to complete another lap. There's still 15 to go in this pre-final for Vortex ROK DVS Junior, proudly supported by Supreme Kart Supplies. So Baker's going to lead Daly by about 10 kart lengths through turn 2. Manson in P3, then it's Seth Comer. Harrison Zhao, the 82 kart, just getting past there at turn 2 by the 20 of Lachlan Roberts. So Roberts now ahead of Harrison Zhao in 5th place. Zhao to 6th, then it's Luke McMillan, Max Amon. We lost Levi McMillan, Lachlan Tombleton in that altercation at turn 2 earlier. Around turn 1, Death Valley goes Miles Baker through turn 8 Oh, we lost one on the grass here at the top of the hill. That's another one. They're dropping like flies. I think that's Gold Star champ Max Amon from Taranaki. He's parked it on the grass. I think he outbraked himself up there at turn 7. So they're starting to drop like flies now. We've lost about 5 karts so far. These tricky conditions. The yellow flag being waved up there as we see young Amon walking back to the pit shelter. Baker leads, then it's Daly, Manson. Next in the queue, Seth Comer as he crosses the line to complete lap 7. Then it's the 20 of Roberts, the 82 of Harrison Zhao. No, Gold Star champ Max Amon is still going. That's Luke McMillan parked up over there. I got that round the wrong way. They've got white helmets and Tony karts. They look exactly the same. Can't quite read the numbers. So we've got good drive there. Look at the battle forming between Marco Manson and P3. Down through Clubhouse they go. Now they're up to turn 7. Manson taking the slightly wider line at turn 7. Now turn 8. Going to gas it up and down the front straight. Manson just ever so close. There's nothing between these two time-wise. Baker continue to pump out pretty good times, half a second quicker than everybody else. Enjoying these wet conditions. The 88 of Miles Baker, our race leader. Through turn 2 he goes. As you can see on the live stream, Marco Manson starting to hunt the back of the 1NZ of Carson Daly. He had it all his own way yesterday, but not so much today. The wet conditions suiting the two Hart karts slightly better. Comer's in 4th place, the number 78, the local driver. So round through turn 4, there's a passing opportunity there. Max Amon trying to move forward as well on the 20 of Lachlan Roberts. Oh, that's Harrison Zhao in front, I believe, with the green helmet. We'll watch them as they come through turn 8, slipping and sliding. No, it is the 20 of Roberts with Gold Star champ Max Amon. Zhao slipped a bit further back, crossing the line now. So down through turns 3 we go to Clubhouse Corner. Miles Baker still leads us through Clubhouse. Manson down the inside. Oh, there's contact there. Manson and Daly down the inside had an exchange at Clubhouse. Daly's going to put it back down the inside at turn 7. Here it comes. There's the pass to retake P2. So Daly goes back to position 2, but Manson's got the better drive. He's going to put it in down at turn 1, Death Valley. Marco Manson on the inside. Here he goes, slices through, but it's the crossover again, outbreaks himself. What a good exchange between Daly and Manson for second position. Baker's gone, he's up the road by about 2.5 seconds. Slightly more, in fact, 2.8. But Daly and Manson making a good race for position 2. Down through Clubhouse they go again. Down the inside goes Manson. Oh, that's pretty tight down through there. They managed to avoid each other. But Daly and Manson still scrapping it out for position 2. They both want to be on the front row for the final this afternoon. We'll keep an eye on this race. There's still 9 to go. Your race order is Baker. Then it's Daly. Marco Manson. Comer, Roberts. Max Amon, Harrison Zhao. Of course, we've lost Luke McMillan, Levi McMillan, Lachlan Tombleson and Patrick McDonald. Down through turn 2 they go. Manson taking a slightly wider line out there through 2. Now down to the Clubhouse Corner, turn 4. Keen to get past Marco Manson. Just got to keep his nerve and make sure he doesn't make too many mistakes. 3.8 that second is the lead blown out now for Miles Baker. Looks cool, calm and collected out in front, the number 88 from Hamilton. Supreme Kart Supplies, Vortex ROK DVS Junior. Pre-final, putting on a good display here of mature driving. Fastest on the racetrack at the moment, 36.6 is still the race leader, Miles Baker. Pumping out some good lap times, nice and consistent. Only 3/10 off his fastest time of the race. So nice and consistent in these tricky conditions for the young man from Hamilton. Doing double duty this weekend, as is Carson Daly and Marco Manson and Seth Comer, I believe. So across the line, 7 to go. Miles Baker on the live stream down through Clubhouse Corner. There's a challenge for another position between Roberts and Amon. Up into turn 8 they go. Amon on the tighter line. Roberts on the wider line. Amon's going to gas it up and see if he can get down the inside. Down into turn 1 they'll come this time. Can Amon get down the inside? He's not quite brave enough in the wet weather to put it in down there at turn 1. So they'll drag race each other back up to 2. Round through Clubhouse. We'll just keep an eye on that battle between Carson Daly and Marco Manson. Manson braver in the braking area by a long. Oh, outbraked himself at turn 7. Made a mistake there. Lost a fair bit of time, 3 or 4 kart lengths at least. Marco Manson just trying a bit hard up there at turn 7. So your full race order is Miles Baker, who's now 4 seconds up the road from second place Carson Daly. Then we go back to Marco Manson in P3. Seth Comer is 4th. Lachlan Roberts is 5th. Max Amon still challenging him for 5th place, but he's sitting in 6th. Here comes the drag race now up to turn 2. Keep it on this drag race up between these two. Turn 2, who's the bravest around the outside? Amon tries to look down the inside of Roberts. This is dragging Harrison Zhao into this. It's a 3-way fight for this position, which is position 5 between these three as we watch them through Clubhouse Corner. The three of them are pretty close together. The gaps and margins can change quite quickly in these wet conditions. So it's Roberts versus Amon and Harrison Zhao, but race leader Miles Baker, he's leading by over 4 seconds now. So we see that good shot at Death Valley between Roberts, Amon and Harrison Zhao. But Baker lines it up now with 4 to go across the start-finish line. Now it's Carson Daly, looks over his right shoulder. Down through turn 4. No, here's another good old scrap up to turn 7 between Roberts and Amon. Amon just not quite brave enough to get up the inside there. Lachlan Roberts just speedway style, managing that kart with the throttle. Amon's going to have a look now down into turn 1. Can he pull out? Not able to get it done. So down through Clubhouse we go again. That gap's pretty static between Carson Daly and Marco Manson for 2nd and 3rd place. No denying who's out in front with 3 left though, and that's Miles Baker. There's still a good battle down at the Clubhouse this time. What do we got? Amon down the inside of Lachlan Roberts. Can he hang on to that position up at turn 7? Roberts just outbrakes himself slightly. That's allowed Harrison Zhao to get up closer as well. So Amon now making a bit of a gain. He's probably got 10 or so kart lengths already, such as the wet conditions down at turn 1. It looks like Harrison Zhao's gone down the inside of Lachlan Roberts. So Roberts going backwards. Now as they race up to turn 2. Roberts is going to try to go the ugly way around the outside at 2. Can't make that happen. Miles Baker with 2 left, maintaining that lead between Carson Daly. It's 4.7 seconds now as we watch Baker head up to turn 2. Round turn 2 goes Miles Baker, our race leader. Then it's Carson Daly, Marco Manson in hot pursuit. They'll get the last lap board this time around, will our race leader. We'll follow Baker up to turn 7. The orange helmet, there he goes up through turn 7 now. Down through 8 and 9, nice and sharp. Last lap board is out for our pre-final race leader. It's Miles Baker. 2nd is Carson Daly. Then it's Marco Manson. There's probably about 30 kart lengths between Baker and Daly. Round through turn 2 for the last time goes our race leader. Here comes Carson Daly. Then it's Marco Manson on your screen. Next in the queue is Seth Comer. Lonely drive in 4th place. But it's going to be a race win for Miles Baker. He's got a couple of corners to negotiate. Turn 7 right now. Here we go, across the line to win the pre-final. Miles Baker, the 88 kart from Hamilton. That's a race win. 2nd's going to go to the 1NZ of Carson Daly. 3rd will be the 69 of Marco Manson. There's your top 3 provisionally for the pre-final. That'll be the grids for the final most likely. Seth Comer home in 4th place. 5th is going to be Gold Star champ Max Amon. I was talking to him during the track walk. He had a couple of things up his sleeve he was going to try. Had some brake issues yesterday, the man from Waverley and South Taranaki. So your full race order, Miles Baker, Carson Daly, Marco Manson home in 3rd place. Seth Comer was 4th. Gold Star champ Max Amon home in 5th place. The 82 of Harrison Zhao in 6th. Lachlan Roberts was 7th. We didn't see the end of the race for Luke McMillan, Levi McMillan, Lachlan Tombleson and Patrick McDonald. So there we go, folks. That's the first of our pre-finals out of the way for Supreme Kart Supplies Vortex ROK DVS Junior. Another great drive for Miles Baker. Just proving you don't have to win every heat race yesterday to pre-final, or the finals really, the only race that counts. So that's coming up later on this afternoon. Supreme Kart Supplies, Vortex ROK DVS Junior. That's the pre-final done. We're going to try and get through the pre-finals as quick as we can, obviously, with this weather. See the recovery vehicle just out on the field right now, just picking up those stranded go-karts. Of course, with a direct drive engine, it's very hard to restart these karts unless you're pretty strong, pretty fast. So some of these younger drivers not able to get them restarted. Most of the other classes have a clutch, so it makes it easier to get them started, or if they go off, they can just drive back on. Not so much in the Vortex ROK DVS's. So stand by. Up next, NZ Motorsport Vortex Mini ROK. Can't wait for that one either. That's going to be an absolute ripper. $32 karts for the NZ Motorsport Vortex Mini ROK pre-final. That's going to run over 15 laps. So, of course, NZ Motorsport run by Daniel and Rachel Bray. Long-time supporters of KartSport in New Zealand. Got a massive team that running this weekend, such as the success of their NZ Motorsport team. I watched Dad Dave straighten a kart yesterday that was involved in an accident on the track. Got a very professional setup with a full-on chassis table. Strapped the thing down and they straightened that kart. So hopefully we'll see that out there this afternoon or today. Dave Bray, of course, helping Rachel and Daniel run NZ Motorsport. Fantastic outfit. Suppliers of the Paralyn brand, the Burrell Art brand, and any consumable you can think of. Engines, they'll build engines for you. Help you with trackside support. Daniel, of course, second at the World Championship, the KZ2 Masters last year in Portugal. An absolute master behind the steering wheel and knows what he's doing, of course, in the pits as well to make the car go as fast as possible. So if you need some help with your karting, go talk to the team at NZ Motorsport down there in the pits. They're easy to find. Introduce yourself, tell them I sent you. They'll help you with your karting career. So NZ Motorsport Vortex Mini ROK coming up very shortly. The pre-final, 15 laps. Chock full of stars as well. 32 drivers. 5 from the South Island. 3 from Christchurch, 2 from Invercargill. Nixon Cripps was the man to watch yesterday. Sitting on the pole position all the way from Invercargill. Great to have Nixon Cripps and his family here. Alongside another South Islander, the number 9 of Ivor Spence, starting from position 2. Senna Wilkinson will start from position 3, the number 93. Riley Tombleson from Tokoroa will start from position 4. Great shot of the track. Let me just talk that through with the drone. So this is Death Valley coming up shortly, turn 1. So this is the sharpest right-hander on the circuit. So that's Death Valley, turn 1. We'll rock it back up to turn 2. Start finish line on the right hand side there. Up to turn 2 we go. That's around turn 2 at the end of the little short straight here. Then we go a quick right hander to turn 3. Then down to the clubhouse corner, which is turn 4 on the screen. Then around through clubhouse. That's the dummy grid on the left hand side as we head up the track. That's turn 5 and 6 there. And then up to turn 7, another tight right hander. Then there's a little short switchback left-hander, turn 8. Then we go through turn 9 and back down the front straight to Death Valley. That's the com box of the white box on the left. There's race control. So across the start-finish line, that's a lap of KartSport Auckland. Fantastic scenes from the drone camera. So, as I said, starting from the pole position, Nixon Cripps alongside Ivor Spence. Row 2 will be the 93 of Senna Wilkinson and Riley Tombleson. Row 3, Bray Milne, Ben Brodie. The 76 of Evers will start from position 7. Alongside will be Nico Thomason from position 8. Row 5 is Nico Hewson and Tyler Killip. Otto Butler and Dennison will share row 6. Row 7, the 22 of Elliot Armstrong and Charlie Clark. Row 8 will be the 87 of Riley Craig. And Zan Twilly will start alongside in the 61 from 16th. Van Merritt and Benji Bellamy will share row 9. Reed Phillips and Alexander Cunningham will share row 10. Young Sam Amon from Waverley and South Taranaki will share row 11 with the North Island champ Matthew Shaw. Had a rough run yesterday, down in 22nd place. So not sure what the problem was there for Matthew Shaw, but he'll start from 22nd. 23rd will be the 34 of Toby Thompson, Sebastian Power alongside in the number 13 kart. Row 13 will be the 12 of Alex Craig and Aaron Lee. Avnil Gounder and Timmy Brock will share row 14. Iris Lee, from 29th, Dayton Emmett from position 30, Rocco Lindsay from 31, and Briella Roberts, the number 20 kart, will start from position 32. Track limit's 34 here, so we're not far off track limit. So Vortex Mini Rock proudly brought to you by NZ Motorsport. Hope you're enjoying the live stream at home. Give us a comment or a thumbs up. If you feel the need, let us know how we're going. Hopefully our technical issues are all sorted now from yesterday. Oh, one turned around there on the grid at turn 3. Not sure who that is. They'll have to start from rear of field if they were gridded further up. You can just see it on the live stream. One facing the wrong way there. Just turning around now. Coming back to Clubhouse Corner. We'll try and find out which kart number that is for you. Just making their way down through turn 4 now. Can't quite read the number on that go-kart. My eyes aren't what they used to be. So they may get a start this time. We may go around one more time. 15 laps. Pre-final. They'll start to wind them up. They're going to let them go. Oh, turned around again now. Another one at turn 7. So we'll get underway down at Death Valley for the first time. Can they all get through nice and clean in the tricky conditions? Yes, they can. A couple on the grass. It was kart 25 that was having some issues. Avnil Gounder. Round through 1 they go. Cripps in charge with the green helmet out in front. Down through 3, now to 4. Clubhouse Corner for the first time of 15 laps. Avnil Gounder having all sorts of trouble. Just fired it off at turn 1 again. They've all got through pretty cleanly. Now they head rocket up to turn 7. Chucking it in pretty deep up there. Nixon Cripps is going to come out the race leader after lap 1. Then it's the 93 of Senna Wilkinson. Ivor Spence in P3. Down into 1 they go. Spray making it difficult to see where everybody is. The opening lap belongs to Nixon Cripps. Then it's Wilkinson, Spence, Hewson, Tombleson. Then it's the North Island champ Matthew Shaw making his way forward. So some good results already for Matthew Shaw. Some gains. Down through turn 4, Clubhouse Corner we come. All pretty much line astern. There's a couple, one fired off there. It's the number 14 kart at Clubhouse Corner. Number 24, I beg your pardon, which is Dayton Emmett from the Bay of Plenty. He's turned it round at Clubhouse. We'll get the drone in the air again. Down through Death Valley we go. A couple turned around down at Death Valley. There's a bit of contact there. I think that was Spence. Ivor Spence got mixed up with Senna Wilkinson down there at turn 1. They'll go to almost rear of field. Heartbreak. There's another one parked over there at turn 4 on the grass. So they've just got to keep their head, these youngsters. So Senna Wilkinson rejoins right at the rear of field, almost rear of field, behind the 25 kart of Avnil Gounder. So the drone's just going to chase these guys down through turn 5 at the moment. Now through 6 and up to 7. So round through 7 will come. Pretty close to the trees there. Now through 8 and 9 and down the front straight to Death Valley. The sun starts to beat down on the track. I'm not sure that's going to stay for long. So round through Death Valley. Great shots from the drone. Back to turn 3, down to Clubhouse Corner, turn 4 this time. Still Nixon Cripps, 1.7 seconds is the lead. Up to turn 7. Next is Nico Hewson pulling out a blinder, the number 35 from Rotorua, sitting in P2. Then in third position, the 96 of Tombleson. Then it's Matthew Shaw. Shaw's come all the way from 22 up to position 4. That's an amazing drive for the youngster. The local driver, Matthew Shaw, just pinning his ears back now. He's picked off Riley Tombleson as well. So Matthew Shaw's up to P3 after 4 laps from position 22. Let that sink in. And he's less than 13 years of age. So these drivers between 9 and 13, we've got another one off down there at turn 1. Great drone shot through Clubhouse Corner up to turn 5. Now through 6, then into 7. Brilliant shots from the drone as he whistles around, following the kart of the 99 of Ben Brody, I think that is, from Hamilton. Brilliant shots around through Death Valley. Still the race leader is Nixon Cripps. Doing a great job out in front, tricky conditions. Here comes Shaw down the inside. Shaw's looking for P2 already. So Shaw's got Nico Hewson on missile lock. Down through Clubhouse Corner. Matthew Shaw's going to go through and take second place. He's gained 20 spots already. The youngster from Auckland doing a brilliant job. That's why he's the North Island champion with so much pace. Still 9 laps left as we see Cripps cross the line right now. Then it's Matthew Shaw, Hewson in P3. Riley Tomlinson is 4th. Then it's the 22 of Elliot Armstrong. Oh, we've got one turned around at Death Valley there. Can't see which kart that is. Turned around down at Death Valley, waits for the field to go by before they can get it restarted back on the track. Still got 9 laps left in this pre-final for Vortex Mini Rock, brought to you by NZ Motorsport. Such as the gaps, we can't quite get that kart back on track quick enough. Down up through turns 5 and 6, we go again. Playing follow the leader, Nixon Cripps crossing the line right now, the green helmet. Then it's Matthew Shaw. Shaw is actually the fastest on the racetrack. 40.731, 3 tenths quicker than our race leader. Keep an eye on the green helmet of Matthew Shaw as he heads through turn 2. Nixon Cripps, I beg your pardon, with Shaw in hot pursuit, the black helmet. 40.701, the fastest lap of the race, belongs to Matthew Shaw as well. Really starting to put some pace on now. Up to turn 7. Comes our race leader with the green helmet. That's Nixon Cripps from Invercargill. Doing a great job, but here comes Matthew Shaw as well. 41.048 last time for Nixon Cripps. That was a 41.1. 40.7, 4 tenths quicker again, Matthew Shaw. Still 7 laps, he could do this. The gap's 1.7. 1.7 seconds to catch the leader, Matthew Shaw, on a mission from 22nd. Can he win this pre-final? At the moment, he's on the front row. Your top 10 is Cripps, Shaw, Hewson, Tomlinson. Then it's Elliot Armstrong, Bray Milne, Ben Brodie, Nico Thomason, Dominic Evers, and Riley Craig. Charlie Clark just sitting outside the top 10 in P11. So what's the race leader? Looks over his shoulder, knows that Matthew Shaw's coming. What's the gap this time? It was 1.7 last time. 1.5, 2 tenths of a second with 6 laps to go. That's 1.2 seconds. It's going to be tight. Matthew Shaw will be energised now, trying to make sure he can get on the back of Nixon Cripps, who can't make any mistakes. We'll follow them down through Clubhouse Corner this time. We just see the 87 kart of Riley Craig being hassled by Charlie Clark through turn 2. That's Clubhouse Corner right now. Oh, there's a bit of a gaggle of karts lining up for turn 3. Down to turn 4 they'll go. Cross the line goes our race leader. 5 to go. 1.5 last time by. Now it's a second. He's taken half a second that time. Here comes Matthew Shaw. If you're watching this race from the sidelines, come and check it out. Nixon Cripps under pressure now from the North Island champion. So it's National Schools champ versus North Island champion. The rest of the field are miles behind. The real race is for P1 for the final this afternoon. The green helmet of Cripps got Shaw bearing down on him fast as they head up to turn 7. Look at that gap visibly closing now. We might follow these guys for this lap and see what sort of gains Matthew Shaw can make. Here he comes. It was 1 second last time by. That's visibly less than that this time. Now it's less than 7 tenths of a second. Matthew Shaw, keep an eye on this man in second place. He started 22. Now he's up to 2. Nixon Cripps started from the pole. Shaw's just being smart, choosing the race line. Some lap traffic coming. That could change the whole race again with 4 laps left. NZ Motorsport getting the money's worth this time with the Vortex Mini Rock pre-final. That gap, he's in the draft now. Matthew Shaw around the top of the circuit at turn 7. Just can't make any mistakes. There's nothing between these two now. Here it comes. Right on the rear bumper, Nixon Cripps and Matthew Shaw. There's some lap traffic which will play a part in this race. Here comes Matthew Shaw. He's going to look to try and put a move on. Nixon Cripps takes a wide line. He'll put it in at Clubhouse Corner for Shaw. Turn 4, here it comes. Watch the North Island champ go down the inside. Nixon Cripps chooses to go through that traffic. That's slowed him down now. Shaw's right on the rear bumper. He's only got a couple of kart lengths to make. Going to take the wider line through turn 7. Lap traffic playing its part. That slowed everyone down. Shaw's definitely trying to get past Cripps. Here it comes. There might be a pass at turn 1. They're 3 wide into Death Valley. Oh, Cripps has made a mistake. Here it comes. Matthew Shaw's taken the lead. Matthew Shaw capitalised on the mistake at turn 1. The North Island champ leading this race now from Nixon Cripps. Little mistake from Cripps is all it takes down there at turn 1. So down to Clubhouse they'll come. Only a handful of laps remaining. In fact, they'll get the last lap board this time around. The green helmet of Nixon Cripps now got 3 or 4 kart lengths gap between him and Matthew Shaw. That wider line proving better for the North Island champ. He'll get the last lap board this time. What an outstanding race win this will be if he can pull this off. So it's Cripps, Shaw, Tombleson, Elliot Armstrong. I forgot there was others in the race. Bray Milne, Ben Brodie, Nico Thomason, Hewson, Evers and Riley Craig's the top 10. But the drive of the day so far has to belong to Matthew Shaw as we follow him down through Clubhouse Corner for the last time. He's going to take the pre-final win if he can bring it to the end. One turned around there at turn 7. Nice driving, got it all going again. Up to 7 for the last time. Put your hands together, folks. If you're at home, I hope you're clapping. What an outstanding display for this youngster. Matthew Shaw is going to take the pre-final. Congratulations to him. Great drive. Nixon Cripps just couldn't quite hang on. Third place is going to go to the 96 of Riley Tombleson. Then we go back one more to the 7 of Bray Milne, home in 4th place. Dominic Evers made it to 5th in the number 77. Then it's Ben Brodie, Nico Thomason, home in 6th. Ben Brodie was 7. Nico Thomason got to 8th place. Just fell off the pace near the end. Riley Craig in 9th. Elliot Armstrong rounded out the top 10. Wow, NZ Motorsport, Vortex Mini ROK. Once again, drivers are only between 9 and 13. Drove with years of maturity beyond their years. So outstanding result. So there you have it, the pre-final run and done for Vortex Mini ROK, proudly supported by NZ Motorsport. And a well-deserved win for Matthew Shaw. Of course, just provisional results in case there's any penalties applied after that race. But yesterday we had one class had 16 pushback nose cone penalties, which changes the whole shape of the race. Everyone that gets their first pushback, you get a 2 grid place penalty. After that, it's the next pushback nose cone costs you 4 grid places. Then another pushback penalty will cost you 6 grid places, and so on and so on. So if you're on your 3rd warning, you're going to lose 6 positions if you get a pushback nose cone during that event. Wow, what a brilliant race that was, the pre-final for the youngsters. Absolutely amazed me how good these youngsters are behind the wheel. So Matthew Shaw took it out from Nixon Cripps. Riley Tombleson, Bray Milne is 4th. Evers 5th. Thomason 6. Ben Brodie 7. Nico Hewson was 8. Riley Craig 9. Elliot Armstrong 10. Across the line, Ivor Spence had a bit of drama down there at turn 1 with Senna Wilkinson. Ended up recovering back to 14. NZ Motorsport, Vortex Mini ROK. But up next, Rotax DD2, brought to you by JW Group, which is New Zealand's leading commercial EV specialist. So JW Group, they've got branches in Auckland and Christchurch. They offer training and parts and accessories, repairs and maintenance. So if you're looking for anything commercially in the EV space, catch up with the team at JW Group. We're going to run over 20 laps in this pre-final for Rotax DD2 and the Veloce Karting Vortex ROK DVS Senior. Veloce Karting, now owned by Darren Aisleby and his partner Shana, based in Rotorua. Darren's been racing karts for a long, long time. His dad Jamie, one of our long-standing tech officers and engine builders, quality engine building team between Darren and Jamie. So they've got an online shop which you can buy anything you can heart desires for your go-kart. So Darren Aisleby, easy man to find down in the pits there. Look for Darren if you happen to be wandering around in the pits. If not, look him up online. So Veloce Karting, Vortex ROK DVS Senior, and JW Group Rotax DD2, the only one of our combined classes this weekend. Right up next, once we get all the Vortex Mini Rocks off the misery wagon back to the pits, we'll be underway. We'll get some grids up for you shortly when we get the gate open. Here at the Pool and Spa Maintenance 2025 City of Sales Championship. If you're at home and enjoying the live stream, let us know. Give us a thumbs up. Just reading some of the comments on there. A lot of people watching. That's great to have you on board. Welcome aboard if you're in New Zealand or outside New Zealand. Welcome along to a rather grey, wet, slippery day here at KartSport Auckland, Giltrap Group Raceway in West Auckland. So Pool and Spa Maintenance, based in Kaukopakapa. PJ and Sharon running the business. Obviously, if you've got a spa pool or a swimming pool and you need some support with it, or you just want PJ to come around and his budgie smugglers, look up Pool and Spa Maintenance. Get them around to your house, get them to give you a quote, check out what's up with your pool or your spa, and I'm sure they can sort you out. Piece of cake. Big thanks to the president and co-convener, Glenn Arneson, this weekend, and Hayley McBride obviously helping with the convening too. Done a great job putting the event on. Track's looking in amazing condition. Before we eventually move to Collindale Motorsport Park, the brand new facility being built right now. Hoping that City of Sales next year will be run from there. We'll wait and see how that all looks. Got a few things to iron out first. But the Collindale Motorsport Park, I don't know if you caught it on TV with Liam Lawson and Matt Kinsman the other day. At the article on TV was talking about the new park and how well they've done down there. So big thanks to Anita Kinsman, Bob Cunningham, obviously on the trust and on the board, making sure that facility gets built international standard. In fact, it'll be an absolutely beautiful facility when it's all completed. So really looking forward to getting down there and commentating some fast and furious race meetings down at Collindale Motorsport Park this time next year, hopefully. We'll see how we get on. But in the meantime, DD2, brought to you by JW Group. Out the gate they come. Your grids for this race, starting from the pole position, will be the number 14 of Darren Walker. Alongside will be the top half champ, Olivia Lorenzen. From position 3, the 88 of Daniel Mayle, running the Green Masters plate. For those at home not quite sure, in KartSport New Zealand, I think it's over the age of 35, you can eligible to run a Green Masters plate. So Daniel Mayle running that green plate from position 3. From position 4, the 66 of Glenn Ellis, who's running a white plate. That white number plate denotes drivers over 60 years of age. So Glenn Ellis running the 66 number with the white backing is what we call a legend of the sport. Then the 22 of Cameron Horrocks is going to start from position 5. Dylan Bryant, the young man from Hamilton, will start the 51 kart from position 6. From 7th will be the 76 of Simon Mosby. And then a bit further back, we'll have the Vortex ROK DVS Senior class starting on their own. There's 4 of them. There's Jamie Vandenberg, the number 82, will start from the front row of that category. Alongside will be the 84 of Jack Amon from South Taranaki. Then the next row back will be Seth Frost, the 77, and Thomas Greer, the 26 kart, will start from position 4. Of course, Seth Frost, the grandson of Morris Frost from Supreme Kart Supplies, running the Tony Kart Vortex DVS engine. We'll just get those guys all formed up now, ready to rip into it. They're going to run over 20 laps. So if you're at home, hope you're enjoying the coverage on the live stream. We've got the drone flying today as well. We're going to try and get some interviews with some of these drivers if we get a chance in between races. We've got our roving pitman Glenn Arneson floating around talking to drivers. If we get a chance in the live stream, we'll get across to Glenn and get him to have a chat with some people. Everyone's just getting tyres warmed up, ready to go. One more warm-up lap, then we'll be into racing. Stand by if you're at home. Make yourself a cup of tea. So here we go, DD2. Now they're just lining themselves up to turn 7. Then they'll come through turn 8. Here we go for a start. We're all formed up, ready to go. Walker on the front row from P1, then it's Olivia Lorenzen. These guys went at it through the top half series. Here we go, lights out for DD2. Front and rear brakes, 2-speed gearbox in the Rotax DD2s. Around through turn 1 they go. Now we get the Vortex ROK DVS Juniors, the 4 of them lined up, ready for a start as well. Just cruising along, Jamie Vandenberg in control. Lights out, those 4 underway as well. So Walker's jumped to the front of the DD2s, round through Clubhouse they go this time. Jamie Vandenberg leading Vortex ROK DVS Senior from Jack Amon from Waverley and South Taranaki, the 3 Amon boys driving here this weekend. Walker leads. Then it's Daniel Mayo, Olivia Lorenzen, the 22 of Cameron Horrocks in 4th place. Then Glenn Ellis, Simon Mosby, Dylan Bryant. And then where is Glenn Ellis? I can't see him on the track. We may have lost Glenn Ellis. Across the line go the DVS Seniors. Jamie Vandermeek leading that little gaggle from Jack Amon. Then Seth Frost and Thomas Greer as they head them back up to turn 2. Jamie Vandenberg in charge. There goes Amon down the inside at turn 2. There's a bit of contact between these two. Vandenberg switched chassis from the Tony card into the Praga now. Goes defensive at turn 4. Across the line comes Darren Walker, leading Rotax DD2. He won all the races yesterday. Now leading the pre-final. Going to run over 20 laps. 18 to go. Jamie Vandenberg slides at Speedway style through turn 8 and 9. Just places the kart right in the middle of the track, so Jack Amon's got nowhere to go. Amon looks to the inside at 1. Starting to wind up now into turn 2. That's your DVS senior leader. The 82 of Vandenberg with the multicoloured helmet. Amon in the 84 kart in behind. They're down through Clubhouse they'll go this time. No way through for Jack Amon. Darren Walker starting to build a lead of 1.7 seconds over the DD2 field now. They head through turn 2, then through 3. Olivia Lorenzen, the top half champion, in 2nd place. We've lost Glenn Ellis for some reason, not sure. He must have gone to the pits. The number 66, I beg your pardon. The 82 of Vandenberg through turn 2, leading Jack Amon still. Seth Frost in P3, then it's Thomas Greer in 4th. With 16 to run, Darren Walker doing a good job leading this field. He heads down into turn 2. He's got a decent lead of 2.2 seconds over Olivia Lorenzen, and then it's Daniel Mayo, Simon Mosby and Cameron Horrocks. Dylan Bryant, the youngster with the white helmet. Through turn 2 he goes now. So watching the Clubhouse corner, Walker got a huge lead over Olivia Lorenzen. It was 2.2 seconds last time by. We'll get the margin this time as he crosses the line. 36.835 last time on lap 4. 36.5 versus a 37.3. 37.2 now, so 2.8 seconds Darren Walker reveling in these conditions. No changes in any of the race order. We'll just watch the drone as they chase them through turn 2. Now down through turn 3 into Clubhouse turn 4. You're watching Olivia Lorenzen, Daniel Mayo, Simon Mosby. Up through 5 and 6, then up to 7, the right-hander. Down through 2, we're watching Jamie Vandermeek, Jack Amon still battling for position. Only 0.7 of a second between these two. 2.2 seconds up the road from Seth Frost. Through Clubhouse they go, and up to turn 7, Jack Amon hard on the brakes down the inside. Jack Amon's going to take over the race lead of DVS Senior at turn 7. Vandenberg's going to retake that position down at turn 1 though. Down the inside he goes at Death Valley. Amon looking for the switchback. Here's the drag race now up to turn 2. Didn't quite get the exit that he wanted. Jack Amon going to chase Vandenberg up to 2 now. Looking for the outside and the switchback and maybe put it down the inside at turn 4. Good drive off 3 for Amon. Not quite close enough to have a look down there at turn 4 though. Oh, he puts it in anyway. There's a little bit of contact. They drive out though, but Vandenberg's the benefactor of that. Gets about 2 or 3 kart lengths advantage. Good drone shot above Jack Amon as he navigates through turn 8 and 9. Now down the front straight they'll come. Still got 13 to go for these guys. So here comes Darren Walker across the start-finish line. He's still leading over Olivia Lorenzen in the top half champion in the DD2 category. That margin's just growing now to 4.6 seconds down the inside of Thomas Greer at turn 2. Goes the DD2 of Darren Walker from Tokoroa. Back up front, we've still got Jamie Vandenberg leading Vortex DVS Senior from Jack Amon. Seth Frost sitting in third place there. The margin looks fairly static between Amon and Frost, clubmates from Taranaki. 1.6 seconds is the gap. Track looks like it's just drying slightly, although it's nothing that's going to affect the grip level with these wet tyres. So Darren Walker growing that lead, 4.8 seconds now over Olivia Lorenzen. Still got 11 laps left in this pre-final for Rotax DD2, brought to you by JW Group and Vortex ROK DVS Senior, supported by Veloce Karting. 10 laps now for Darren Walker. Here he comes through turn 8 and 9. Great drone shot there of Jack Amon up into turn 2, chasing Jamie Vandenberg. We'll follow that for a fraction, just get a good bird's eye view of these two Vortex ROK DVS Seniors. Down into Clubhouse Corner they'll go. Amon not able to make an impact on Jamie Vandenberg. Probably looking for a bit of wet track to keep those wets under temperature. Round through 7, 8 and 9 comes our race leader Jamie Vandenberg, the number 82 kart. Then it's Seth Frost in P3. Head up to 7. Bit of lap traffic coming. It's Daniel Mayle, Olivia Lorenzen, Daniel Mayle. Then Simon Mosby. Actually, Dylan Bryant's got past Simon Mosby. I missed that pass. So the 51 of Bryant now in 4th place in the DD2s. Simon Mosby is 5th. Then it's Cameron Horrocks, the 22 kart, in 6th place. We didn't see Glenn Ellis off the start. Great drone shot through turns 2 and 3. And then down to turn 4, Clubhouse Corner. Brilliant shots from our drone pilot today. So with 8 to go, Walker still leads Lorenzen. Then it's Mayle, Bryant, Mosby and Horrocks. And in the DVS Seniors, Vandenberg still leads half a second over Jack Amon. Then we've got Seth Frost. Thanks for your comments on the live stream if you're enjoying this. Especially these drone shots are amazing from our drone pilot as we head down to Clubhouse Corner with the drone on board. That's the 76 of Mosby and the 26 of Thomas Greer, you can see from the drone shot. Walker just carving through the field. Look at this gap though. Nothing between Amon and Jamie Vandenberg as they head down to Clubhouse Corner. Amon's just energised himself right on the rear bumper. Through Clubhouse they go, up through 5, then through 6 and up to 7. There's nothing between these two. This is an enthralling battle between Jamie Vandenberg from the Hawke's Bay, Jack Amon from Waverley and South Taranaki. Then it's Seth Frost from Taranaki as well, about to be gobbled up and lapped by the DD2, which is a faster kart. So Walker still leading from Olivia Lorenzen. The margin 3.1 seconds. Lorenzen actually quicker by 2/10 that time around. Not sure she's got enough laps to catch Darren Walker. We'll see what happens. She's a fast young lady. So down into Clubhouse goes Darren Walker, our race leader. Splitting the gap is the 77 of Frost. Then next in the queue, Olivia Lorenzen. That gap probably about 20 kart lengths. Up to turn 7 goes Darren Walker. Frost all speedway style out of turn 8. Here comes Lorenzen. The gap was 3.1 seconds last time. 2.9, only 2/10 of a second, that's enough. But it's not probably going to have to catch Darren Walker. He doesn't make many mistakes. So Walker goes through turn 2. He'll be heading down to turn 4 shortly. Here's the yellow weather suit of Darren Walker. Still a good battle between Jack Amon and Jamie Vandenberg. Vandenberg about to cross the line. He's got 5 laps to go. Then it's Jack Amon. Here comes Walker now, split the gap. Seth Frost about to be gobbled up by Olivia Lorenzen, the top half champion. Bit slower that time, Olivia Lorenzen, giving a couple of tenths back to Darren Walker. So with 4 laps to go, this mixed class of Vortex ROK DVS Seniors, proudly supported by Veloce Karting and Rotax DD2, sponsored by the JW Group, your EV specialists in the commercial space. Vandenberg across the line with 3 to go. Then it's Jack Amon, Darren Walker, leads Olivia Lorenzen. Dylan Bryant now energised on the back of the 88 male. Can Bryant get to the podium? The number 51 with lap traffic. Here comes Dylan Bryant. He's made the pass down at turn 1, but there's lap traffic. Can Bryant get through? He's just going to sit in the queue and wait, but it looks like Bryant's prevailed down through turns 2 and 3. Dylan Bryant moves up to position 3 over Daniel Mayle. I was talking to Dylan yesterday. He likes the wet conditions, and that's obviously worked for him this morning. He's now made it to P3, the number 51 from Hamilton. So down into turn 1 with 2 to go goes Darren Walker. Vortex ROK DVS Senior still led by the 82 of Jamie Vandenberg. There is a bit of a dry line forming. Walker just moves the kart over into the wet to cool those wets down so they don't overheat, because he's going to need to use them this afternoon in the final, which is going to be 25 laps for these guys. So last lap board will be out this time for the 14 of Darren Walker. He navigates through turn 7. Walker's going to cross the line with 1 to go. Jamie Vandenberg's got 1 to go as well. A lap down from the DD2s. So your race orders: Walker, Lorenzen, Dylan Bryant, Daniel Mayle, Simon Mosby, Cameron Horrocks. And in Vortex ROK DVS Senior, Jamie Vandenberg, 1.6 seconds back to Jack Amon in P2. Then it's Seth Frost and Thomas Greer. They're your full race orders for both classes. Across the line we go. Darren Walker the last time up through turn 7. So Darren Walker going to gas it up. He'll put it on the front row. Position 1 for the final this afternoon, the number 14. Second place is going to go to Lorenzen in the top half cart. Then it's the 51 of Dylan Bryant, the 88 of Daniel Mayle. Across the line now comes the 76 of Simon Mosby, and the 22 of Horrocks just about to navigate turn 7. So their full race order: Walker, Lorenzen, Dylan Bryant, Daniel Mayle, Simon Mosby, Cameron Horrocks across the line right now. And in DVS Senior, Jamie Vandenberg, Jack Amon, Seth Frost and Thomas Greer. That'll be your grid for the final this afternoon, running over 25 laps. So JW Group, Rotax DD2 and Veloce Karting, Vortex ROK DVS Senior. There's your pre-finals run and done. We're going to move on to Rotax Max Junior coming up very shortly. Of course, Rotax Max Junior brought to you by International Kart Supplies. Going to run over 20 laps. There's 2 pre-finals. There's a pre-final A and a pre-final B based on finishing positions yesterday, and then we'll narrow this field down. The 36 karts will drop 2 off, and we'll narrow the field down to 34 for the final this afternoon. So Rotax Junior pre-final A brought to you by International Kart Supplies. Really needs no introduction. Matthew and Freya Kinsman, part of the Kinsman racing dynasty of many generations, racing karts in New Zealand at the top level. So Matt Kinsman, proud supplier of the Sodi Kart brand, help with driver training and kart setup, can build the engine as well. Master engine builder Matthew Kinsman can go fast in every direction. Go and talk to Matt Kinsman at IKS, easy to find over in the pits there. Lovely guy, go say g'day. So Rotax Max Junior pre-final A, out the gate we go. From position 1, we're going to have the 88 of Miles Baker double duty, of course, this weekend, alongside clubmate Carson Daly. How often do we see this? Hamilton 1-2, the 97 of Daly from P2. From P3 will be the number 10 of Cy Finnemore. Then we'll have Tommy Hart, the 69 from the Manawatu from position 4. Position 5, the 93 of Ethan Sayer out of the Wellington Club. Cooper Inslee from Auckland will start the 39 kart from P6. Arian Lala from the Manawatu will start the 46 kart out of 7th. William Edmondson from position 8 in the number 36 from Mount Wellington Club here in Auckland. Jack Phillips from the Manawatu will start from position 19. Position 9 in the kart 17. I'll get that round the right way. Indy Irwin doing a great job. Rotax Max Junior. She will start from position 10 in the 20 kart. Kahu Twilly will start from 11th in the 16. Braden Watson will start from position 12 in kart number 5. Connor Brody from 13th. Lachlan Roberts from the Hawke's Bay will start the number 30 kart from position 14. Harrison Cunningham will start from position 15. From 16th to be the 27 of Nicholas Greer. Maximus Rennie will start the 63 kart from 17th. And from 18th, we'll have Angus Wilton in the number 84. All the way from Invercargill. Welcome to Angus. Thanks for making the drive all the way from Invercargill. The rain's starting to fall again now. It's going to wet the track back to how it was before the start of the previous race. So we've got 4 drivers from the South Island, 3 from Christchurch, 1 from Invercargill, and of course 1 from Australia, and that's the 6 of Buster Bailey, who'll be in the next pre-final B. If you're at home watching this one, strap yourselves in. Rotax Max Junior always put on a great display. Pre-final A. Rotax Max Junior, welcome in if you're joining us from overseas on the live stream. We'll get some drone shots for you as we see them down through Clubhouse Corner, turn 4. Got one just making their way to the rear of field. Is that the 97 of Carson Daly? No, I'm not sure what kart that is. Rear of field, having some trouble with the kart anyway. Around through Clubhouse Corner, that kart will come now. I'm not sure if that's the 84 kart of Wilton, but looks like they're having some issues with the kart. Might be Maximus Rennie, not quite sure. Can't see from here, but anyway, here we go for a start. 20 laps, Rotax Max Junior. Hamilton front row with Baker and Daly just covering the airbox. Ready to go. Lights out. Here we go. Keeping on turn 1. It was the 27 kart of Nicholas Greer having problems. Down through turn 1. Can we get through nice and cleanly? Looks like we have. A little bit of push and shove. Jostling for position. So Miles Baker from Hamilton leads clubmate Carson Daly through turn 1 for the first time. As they just navigate. We've got turned around at turn 2. Not sure who it is. We've lost one driver this weekend. The 38 of Cole Turney not in this field. Another one turned around at the exit of turn 3. Up to 7 they go. Baker down on the inside line. Carson Daly on the outside line. It's the 10 of Cy Finnemore into 3rd place. Then the 93 kart of Ethan Sayer is 4th. Oh, we've got the lights back on. Looks like we're going to go for a restart. We're going to put the reform flags out. Not sure the drivers realise that. We're going to... the lights on the gantry are on, so that means a restart. Not sure if that's a mistake or whether it's actually a restart. We haven't seen the reform flag yet. Looks like they're going to keep racing. Maybe it's just a malfunction with the lights. Not quite sure. We'll keep racing in the meantime. Baker up through turn 7. Daly, a nice wide line up through there. Finnemore in 3rd place. The lights are on the gantry. I think that's confusing the drivers. Not sure what's going to happen here. We'll keep racing until someone says otherwise. So Baker, Daly, Finnemore, then it's Sayer. The 39 of Inslee, then it's Jack Phillips, Arian Lala, Connor Brody, and William Edmondson. No, the lights are off. We're going to continue racing. It must have been a malfunction with the light system. So we'll just watch the clubhouse corner now. Everyone follows through. Line astern. Go through clubhouse. Here comes our race leader, Miles Baker, across the line. 17 to run for Baker. We've gone old school with the lap counter this weekend as well. So International Kart Supplies, Rotax Max Junior pre-final A, being led by Miles Baker and Carson Daly in 2. Cy Finnemore is still 3. No change in the order. Down through turn 2. Great shot, the spray, making it difficult to see for all these drivers. So up into turn 7 goes Carson Daly, followed by Cy Finnemore. Finnemore's just inching closer to the rear of that 97 kart we'll keep an eye on these guys for a lap and see if we can see what's going to happen. Whether Finnemore can just get to the back of Daly and put a move on. Now gas it up down into turn 2 they come. Leaning that weight right onto the outside tyre to try and get a bit more bite. Miles Baker's gone. He's 2 seconds up the road already after lap 4. Round through Clubhouse Corner comes Daly and Cy Finnemore. Then up through 5, the left-hander. The right-hand kink is turn 6, then turn 7, the top of the hill. Nice Indian file down there through turn 5. One turned around at turn 3, just got going again. And there's another one parked down there at Death Valley on the grass. The driver out of the kart. We watch our race leaders go through there. Not sure which driver that is down there parked up on the grass. Going to see if they can get back on the track and get going again. Oh, big slide job there through turn 8 and 9 was the 84 kart of Angus Wilton from Invercargill, having a rough day this afternoon. But Baker, masterclass in the wet, 2.4 seconds. He cleared out in the wet in DVS Junior as well. Now he's got 2.4 seconds over clubmate Carson Daly. Then it's Cy Finnemore in P3. We'll carry on racing. Just reading one of the comments. Is there a way to see what time specific races are on? We're not a timed event, but I can give you the race order. It's Vortex ROK DVS Junior, then it's Mini ROK, DD2 and DVS Senior, Rotax Max Junior, KZ2 Rotax Max Heavy Cadet, and Rotax Max Light. But generally in the wet, these conditions are probably going to take about 15 minutes a race, maybe a bit more. So you might have to sit and work that one out, John. But down through turn 1 goes Miles Baker, our race leader. Carson Daly in P2. Cy Finnemore is still 3, then the 27 kart. The 93 of Ethan Sayer, a bit further back. That's about 3 seconds off. Cooper Inslee in 5th place, then Jack Phillips, Arian Lala, William Edmondson, Connor Brody, Braden Watson's in the top 10. Watson started from 12, moved up a couple. Baker doing a great job in front, still 12 laps remain out of the 20. Oh, one backwards on the grass, up there at turn 7. Not sure who that is. Someone's parked it on the grass up there. Hope they don't get clean bowled by someone coming up the short straight. Just trying to get it. Obviously the kart chassis bottomed out. Now back on the circuit. I'll try and find out who that is for you. We've lost another one on the grass here at turn 3. That's kart 27. Nicholas Greer from Wellington having a not so good race. That's Indy Ewan parked on the infield. The number 20 kart. She was having a good run, but something's gone wrong on the infield. The 20 from Tokoroa. Then it's the 11 laps to run for Miles Baker. 37.037 fastest lap of the race for our race leader from Hamilton. 4.5 seconds up the road from Carson Daly, the 97 kart. Then we go back to 10 of Cy Finnemore in 3. Then it's Ethan Sayer, the 39 of Inslee, the 46 of Lala, making good moves up to 6th place. Arian Lala just struggling to get his head around this Rotax Max Junior kart. Got Darren McDonnell on the spanners this weekend helping. That'll surely make a difference. So Baker, 10 to go. Cross the start-finish line to Death Valley. There he is in the orange helmet you can see on your screen. Now he gasses it up down to turn 2. See him moving his head across to the right-hand side to get that right tyre to bite. Then it's the 97 of Daly. Down through Clubhouse Corner comes our race leader. There's Miles Baker. Nice wide line. There's more grip out there than there is on the infield due to the fact that the rubber makes it very slippery from when it's dry. Another one up on the grass at turn 7, right up by the bank. Must have out-braked himself right up on the hill there at turn 7. Trying to make that way back onto the track without causing any problems for others. Oh, that's a bit sketchy up there. Someone makes a mistake, they could absolutely clean that person up. We need to get that kart going, hopefully. This time around, we should be good. Back on the circuit now, so that's all good. Crisis averted. Still with 9 to go for our race leader, Miles Baker. It was the 84 kart of Angus Wilton from Invercargill. I think it's twice he's been up on the grass there. So Baker continues to lead across the line. 8 to go. Then it's Daly. No, across the line now, Carson Daly. Then the 10 of Cy Finnemore in P3. Rain starting to hammer down now here at KartSport Auckland. Tricky conditions for all the drivers. Are doing a good job to keep it on the black stuff. Across the line goes the energy kart. Now back up through turn 1 to 2. That's the 5 of Braden Watson. Round through turn 2 he goes. Just his first time in the Rotax Max Junior category, so still working out how it all goes. Baker doing a sterling job though over Carson Daly. So 5 seconds is the lead from P1 to P2. The Hamilton club mates, we see them go around through turn 2. Some great shots as they exit turn 8. We see the 96 kart there of Connor Brody. Six remain for our race leader Baker as he lights it up out of turn 8 and 9. Across the start finish line comes our race leader. There he is, Miles Baker, across the line. Still got 6 left, and Carson Daly crossing the line now in the 97 kart. Then it's the 10 of Finnemore. Big sideways slide there out of turn 8 for the 27 of Nicholas Greer. So across the line now comes the 46 of Arian Lala. There he is right there. Then it's the 69 of Tommy Hart. Having a quiet race by his own standards, Tommy Hart down there in 7th place. Not sure if he's had an issue or not, Tommy Hart. Started from P4, just slipped back to P7. Normally right up the front, young Tommy. Being run by Kelly Orr this weekend. Kelly on the spanners, doing a great job. Baker, just masterclass in the wet across both the categories he's competing in this weekend. Just lights it up out of turn 4 clubhouse corner. Here he comes up into 7 now at the top of the hill. Miles Baker, look at the gap between him and Carson Daly. It was 5.3 seconds last time across the line. He'll cross the line with 4 to go now, Miles Baker. Here comes Carson Daly about to cross the line as well. Baker heading through turn 1, Death Valley. Now up to turn 2. We'll just keep an eye on the man with the orange helmet. Through turn 2. Some lap traffic coming for Miles Baker. Hasn't put a foot wrong so far today. Down through clubhouse corner comes the race leader. That's the orange helmet there of the number 88 of Miles Baker. Second is club mate Carson Daly still. He's 4 tenths quicker than everybody else on the circuit. Miles loves the wet conditions. 3 to go for our race leader as he lights it up out of 9. Here comes Carson Daly through 7, 8, and now through turn 9. And down across the start-finish line, the 97 of Carson Daly, represented New Zealand up in Italy last year. Just not able to put a move on Miles Baker at the moment. Baker's still 4 tenths quicker than everybody else. There's only 2 drivers in the 37-second bracket, and that's the front 2 of Baker and Daly. So your top 10 is Baker, Daly, Finnemore, Sayer, Inslee, Lala, Hart, Watson, Phillips, that's Jack Phillips, and Lachlan Roberts. Sister Amelia Phillips will start from P3 in the next one. So down through turn 1, Death Valley they go. The blue flag being waved for the carts being lapped to let them know they're going to be passed by a quicker cart shortly. That's the 63 of Maxim Kerwin just being displaced by the leader there. Put a lap down on the 63 cart. Baker's going to get the last lap board this time around. We'll watch those shots through clubhouse corner on your live stream. International Kart Supplies, Rotax Max Junior, pre-final A, nearly at a conclusion. Miles Baker's led just about from start to finish. He'll get the last lap board this time. 1 to go for Miles Baker. The gap was 6.7 seconds back to clubmate Carson Daly crossing the line right now. The 97 kart. 7 seconds. Miles Baker the lead. Round through turn 2 he goes. Down to clubhouse corner. Right now, Miles Baker, here he comes with the orange helmet, the bright orange helmet through clubhouse on the last lap. Up to turn 7 for the very last time. Pre-final win coming for Miles Baker. If you can jump up and down, whoop at home, give this man a cheer. The number 88 crosses the line. Miles Baker takes the pre-final for pre-final A Rotax Max Junior, brought to you by International Kart Supplies. Second place is going to go to Carson Daly. Valiant effort, just not quite quick enough for the man in front today. Then Cy Finnemore home in P3. Fourth place is going to go to the 93 of Ethan Sayer as he crosses the line now. Then it's the 39 of Cooper Inslee, the 46 of Arian Lala, the 69 of Tommy Hart. In 7th place, 8th place, the number 5 Braden Watson, then Jack Phillips home in 9th. The 30 of Lachlan Roberts made the top 10, then it's Kahu Twilly, Connor Brody, Harrison Cunningham in 13th place. Maximus Rennie was 14, Angus Wilton 15, Nicholas Greer 16, William Edmondson 17, and Indy Irwin, we lost Indy Irwin a few laps ago. So there you have it, pre-final A for International Kart Supplies, Rotax Max Junior. Sun's starting to come out on the track right now. It's not going to make much of a difference, the amount of water on the track. Nevertheless, it's still quite sunny. Rather soggy Giltrap Group Raceway in West Auckland here at KartSport Auckland's Pool and Spa Maintenance 2025 City of Sales Championship. Round 1 of the New Zealand Rock Cup and round 1 of the Hampton Downs New Zealand Racing Academy KartStars Series. Got more action coming to your right shortly. We'll get rid of Indy Irwin's kart back to the pits. Then we'll be underway with pre-final B for Rotax Max Junior. Matty Kinsman getting his money's worth this weekend with two classes within one. We'll get them narrowed down to 34 karts, the track limit, after this pre-final. And we'll have 34 karts to battle out the final later on this afternoon. We're hoping to get underway with finals around 12 o'clock. So we'll have a short brunch after this one. And then we'll get underway. So we'll have 8 races after lunch. If you work on about 15 minutes a race, a couple of hours worth of racing this afternoon, maybe a bit longer depending on the weather and how many incidents we might have. Work on about 20 minutes a race. We should be good to get 3 an hour. So if you're watching at home, grab yourself a cup of tea while we're waiting to get to Indy Irwin's kart back to the pits. And we'll back with you shortly with pre-final B for Rotax Max Junior. Brought to you by International Kart Supplies here at Pool and Spa Maintenance 2025 City of Sales in soggy West Auckland. Last major meeting potentially for this club before they move to the brand new facility at Collindale Motorsport Park down in Manukau City, not far from the international airport. So if you're an international driver listening in from overseas, you want to come and have a run at a world-class facility next year, make a plan to get down to Collindale Motorsport Park. Join us down there at our brand new facility that's being built. I'm sure you'll be impressed with what you see. It is world-class. Having had the pleasure of seeing some Australian tracks and American tracks, I tell you this one's going to be as good if not better than any of those tracks that I've seen in particular. So get yourself down to Collindale Motorsport Park as soon as it's open. Keep an eye on the news, keep an eye on Facebook. You'll see the opening coming up for Collindale Motorsport Park. Can't wait to get down there and do some commentating from that brand new facility. But in the meantime, we're almost set. Rotax Max Junior, pre-final B, gates open. We'll be out the gate very shortly. I've been mistakenly calling Zach Tucker's kart a CRG yesterday. It's actually a brand new Carlos Sainz kart. First time he's been in it was a couple of days before this meeting. It looks a bit like a CRG. It's not a CRG. It's an OTK branded Carlos Sainz go-kart. Beautiful looking piece of machinery, so my apologies to the Tucker family for calling it a CRG. Not that there's anything wrong with CRGs, but it's a brand new Carlos Sainz kart for the number 3 NZ of Zach Tucker, who's going to start that kart from position 1. Rocky Teen's going to start from position 2. Comes up as Lucas Teen. He likes to be called Rocky, so Rocky Teen's going to start from position 2. The number 32, Amelia Phillips, the flying female from the Manawatu. In the number 4 kart, got absolutely centre punched yesterday in an incident down at turn 3, but she's ended up back at P3 on the grid for the pre-final, so that's a great result for Amelia Phillips. Let's see where she can go from there. Always pretty fast, hard to catch. Starting from position 4, Patrick McDonald. The number 12 kart from 5, the 1 NZ of Marco Manson. Harrison Zhao will start alongside in the 82 kart from position 5. Position 6, that is. Levi McMillan, the mainland champion, all the way from Christchurch, will start from position 7. Lachlan Tomlinson from Tokoroa will start the 98 kart from P8. Our Australian guest, Buster Bailey, will start the number 6 kart from position 9. From position 10, the 99 of Maya Forrest. Zach Hemphill will start the 85 kart from position 11. Got a bright green helmet, easy to spot that man on the racetrack. Theo Pilcher will start from position 12 in the number 91 kart. Of course, Dad Mark runs M2 competition in the Castrol Toyota Formula Open Series this year. So Theo Pilcher was going to start from position 12, the 91. Will Davey will start the 48 kart from 13th. From position 14, the number 9 of Harper Lindsay. Ryan Wooler will start from position 15 in the number 40 kart. Levi Erickson-Jones from 16th spot. From 17th, the 78 of Seth Comer. And from 18th, the 31 of Charlie Jamison. There's your grid for pre-final B. For Rotax Max Junior, proudly brought to you by International Kart Supplies. Your karting experts, based in Auckland, will come to you if need be across the country with a Sodi Kart chassis, a brand new Kinsman built engine, or offer some driver training or kart setup to help you make you go fast. International Kart Supplies, Rotax Max Junior, pre-final B, about to get underway. So Tucker on the front row, that brand new Carlos Sainz branded OTK kart. Alongside Rocky Teen. Here we go, lights out. Keep an eye on turn 1. The spray flying. Hard to see where you're going. Miss your brake. Oh, a bit of head snapping backwards and forwards of karts. Oh, someone off on the grass. It's Amelia Phillips, been shoved off on the grass early. Gone all the way back to about 5th from the rear. The 4 of Amelia Phillips just in the wars this weekend. Can't buy a trick. Got absolutely smashed yesterday at turn 3. Another one off on the grass. On the left-hand side before we get down to turn 4. But the Carlos Sainz kart of Zach Tucker out in front. The man from Christchurch lights it up through turns 8 and 9 across the start-finish line. First of 20. Then it's Manson. Oh, another crash up there at turn 7. The 99 of Maya Forrest was one of those ones caught there. That kart driver out of the kart. Going to abandon it for the pre-final. I missed the crash. Just trying to see who that is over there. And get that kart dragged off the track up to safety. Driver up on the grass. The top of the hill. So Zach Tucker building a lead over Marco Manson already. Next is Rocky Teen in P3. So they head up to 7. That sharp looking Carlos Sainz kart all across the curb there. That's probably not the best place to be. With 18 to go. So Tucker leads Manson. Then it's Tombleson actually in P3. Patrick McDonald is 4, the number 12. Up to turn 2 they go. Then it's the mainland champ. Oh, Rocky Teen's bumpers come off. The number 32, the right rear corner of that bumper hanging off. That'll probably be a mechanical black flag for Rocky Teen. Two more fired off down there at turn 2. I think that's the 40 of Ryan Wooler. And Levi Erickson-Jones may have been caught up in that as well. A dropping light flies now. Zach Tucker still leads. Across the line we come. Oh, that wet, slippery curb there. They're going to have to stay off that curb at turn 9. Oh, across the grass again goes the 40 of Wooler. And it's the 9 kart of Harper Lindsay from Whangarei. Battling to keep this thing going in a straight line. Manson starting to get at his work now. 3/10 quicker that time around in P2. Going to put the acid on Zach Tucker, the current national champion. There goes Tucker. Manson across the line. Then it's Tombleson, the 12 of Patrick McDonald. Seth Comer's moved forward. Seth Comer started from 17th place. Comer now up to 5th. That's 12 placings. If I can count, I have to take my shoes off to count. That's 12 placings for the 78 of Seth Comer. Another one off on the grass down there at turn 1. Back on the track again now. I think that was the 91 of Theo Pilcher. Another one off on the grass up there. I think that's Harper Lindsay again. Doing a bit of lawn mowing up there at Death Valley. Back on the track now. Look at this gap closing as they cross the line with 15 to go. Tucker's got Manson bearing down quickly. 7/10 of a second last time. Now it's 2/10. Here comes Manson's going to challenge for the lead up to turn 2. Side by side, great shot from the drone. Who's the bravest around the outside? Tucker hangs on to P1. They rub wheels round through turn 2. That's good racing. Now down to 4 they go. Tucker under pressure from Marco Manson, the current national champion. Tombleson set the fastest lap. No, he didn't. It was Marco Manson set the fastest lap last time round. Tombleson gets a touch up there by Patrick McDonald at turn 7. Tucker's not going to have this easy. He's going to have to battle right to the very end because a hard charging Marco Manson sitting in P2. So we watch them race up to turn 2 now on the live stream. That's Manson in P2. Then it's McDonald. Then it's Tombleson. Next in the queue is Seth Comer. Come all the way from 17th up to 5. Around through Clubhouse they go. Tucker's got a bit of an advantage over Manson as they head up to 7. Now around through 8. Down to 9. And across the start-finish line. Still got 13 laps to go. Harper Lindsay's getting her money's worth. Up on the grass again there at turn 1. Now back on the track. Just struggling to hang on to that number 6 kart. The number 9 rather, I beg your pardon. No real change in the race order. So we've got Tucker, Manson, McDonald, Tombleson, Comer, Charlie Jamison, Rocky Teen, Levi McMillan, Harrison Zhao and Amelia Phillips back to 10 after getting smashed early and going to almost rear of field. The 4 of Phillips can't buy a trick this weekend. Down the inside at turn 7 goes Patrick McDonald on Tombleson. So Patrick McDonald goes to 3 now. Tombleson going to fight back down at turn 1. So we'll head up through turn 1. Oh, another one turned around at Clubhouse Corner. 2 of them actually. Clubhouse Corner, here we go. Tombleson back in front of McDonald. They're switching places and turned around at 7 again. Another couple of karts. That's Theo Pilcher back on the circuit. And the 40 of Ryan Waller having trouble hanging on to that thing in these tricky conditions. Still got 11 to go for our race leader Tucker. Then it's Manson as he crosses the line. Next is Tombleson. Then it's the 12 of Patrick McDonald. The 78 of Comer's coming as well. Then the 31 of Jamison. Levi McMillan, Harrison Zhao, Amelia Phillips, and Will Davey. That's the top 10. Next is Maya Forrest. We've lost Zach Hemphill. Trying to find the green helmet. Oh, there he is there in behind. So Hemphill to 11. Forrest back to 12. Theo Pilcher across the line. Watch Clubhouse Corner. Some good old battles up and down the field. Zach Tucker still leading from the 1 of Manson across the line. Tombleson and McDonald. That scrap's not going away. And here comes Seth Comer. He's going to capitalise on this. Oh, McDonald's chucked it away at turn 1. McDonald's outbraked himself at 1, parked on the grass. The 12 of McDonald facing the wrong way on the grass, watching the field go by. Heartbreak for the number 12 of Patrick McDonald. Back on the track now. Oh, I beg your pardon, that's Ryan Woolley. Ryan Wooler. I've got all that wrong. I'll take all that back. He's not off the grass. McDonald's still back in P4. It's Tucker. Still leads Manson. Then it's the 98 card of Lachlan Tomlinson and Scott McDonald, Patrick McDonald. I got the carts completely wrong. My apologies for that. Seth Comer still in 5th place. Then it's Charlie Jamison, the 31 card in 6th. Levi McMillan still 7. Harrison Zhao 8. Will Davey is 9. Oh, big slide job there from Theo Pilcher through turn 8 and 9. Look at that battle through turn 2 between the 85 of Hemphill, Amelia Phillips and Will Davey. Still Tucker leads with 8 to go. The other battle for 3rd place between Tombleson, McDonald and Comer. Comer's coming. These 3 are very close together. We'll just watch them through turn 1. They'll gas it up to turn 2. Here they come. Up to turn 2. It's Tombleson leads McDonald. Then it's Comer. Great drone shot round turn 2. Now the right hand to turn 3. And down all the way to turn 4. The Clubhouse Corner. Who's the bravest in these tricky conditions? Tombleson still leads up to 7. From McDonald and Coma. Coma taking the wide line. Here comes McDonald though. Put a move on this time. Keep an eye on turn 1. Can they get in there at turn 1? Tombleson manages to pull it up. Our race leader's still battling up front. But this battle for third place between Tombleson, McDonald and Coma starting to heat up with 7 to go. Our race leader Zach Tucker heads up to turn 7. But this battle through Clubhouse Corner between Tombleson, McDonald and Coma will follow them up to 7. McDonald looks to the inside, can't make it stick. Now down the inside, this time surely the 12. Oh, the door gets closed by Tombleson. Made one legitimate line move, that's okay. Gonna gas it up out of turn 1. Here it comes down the inside. Now goes to the outside, the switchback around turn 2. Bit of side-on-side contact, that's all good. Good hard racing's what we want to see. Tombleson McDonald scrapping it out down to Clubhouse Corner. Here they come. Is there a move on here? Not quite. Tombleson parks it right in the middle of the track. But the 3 of them, they're going to go at it up to turn 7 as well. Down the inside goes McDonald. He's going to take over P3. Tombleson back to 4 now. Coma is still 5th. Tucker's been displaced for the lead, but a switch over down there at turn 1. Now Tucker still leads into 2 with Manson in position 2. So McDonald in 3rd place from Tombleson, then Coma. Down through Clubhouse Corner we go. The race leader. 4 laps to go this time by for Zach Tucker. He's led from the start so far. Manson's just shadowed him the whole way. 4 left for our race leader. We've had 16 of 20 laps. Oh, a big slide job there from McDonald out of turn 8 and 9. Then it's Tombleson, Seth Coma, 5th place. 6th is the 31 of Charlie Jamison. Then it's the mainland champ. Oh, Tucker nice and wide there. Manson's right on the rear bumper. Just made a little mistake out of 3 though. Oh, Pilcher's just turned it around at turn 2. Going to wait for a second, then rejoin. Back on the track. Theo Pilcher. Look at that mistake. Manson has cost him 5 or 6 kart lengths. Round through 7, they'll go to the top. 3 to go now for Zach Tucker. Manson may have conceded. That little mistake cost him dearly. So down into 1 goes our race leader. Then it's 2. Marco Manson, the 1NZ. Down into turn 1 goes our 3rd position, McDonald. Patrick McDonald doing a great job hanging on from Lachlan Tombleson. There was a great exchange earlier in this race. Tucker got a massive margin now of over 2 seconds from Manson. Manson's thrown in the white towel. Raise the white flag, was what I meant to say. Tucker across the curb, 2 left. Manson just going to hang on to P2 in the 1NZ kart. Save the wets for later on tonight. Then it's Patrick McDonald, Lachlan Tombleson, the 78 of Seth Coma, the 31 of Charlie Jamison. Good sportsmanship there by Theo Pilcher to get right out of the way. Charlie Jamison acknowledged that on the way past. Good drone shot out of turn 8 and 9. The Sodi karts of Maya Forrest and the 92 of Levi Erickson Jones. Then it's Will Davey and Ryan Wooler. So last lap board is out this time for our race leader Zach Tucker from Christchurch, the 3NZ kart. He's just got to hang on for 1 more lap to take the pre-final B. Then it's Manson, Patrick McDonald, Tombleson, Seth Coma. Across the line comes the 31 of Jamison. Round down through turn 2 comes our race leader now. Now it's turn 3, down to Clubhouse Corner shortly. Great drone shot there down to Clubhouse of our race leader, Zach Tucker, in the brand new Carlos Sainz branded kart. Up to turn 7, we'll follow him across the line. Round through 7 he comes. Pre-final B win to Zach Tucker across the start-finish line. Well done, Zach Tucker, the number 3NZ. Manson must have an issue. He's just conceded another position. So Manson's gone back to P3. The 12 of Patrick McDonald's going to come home actually in P2 now. Manson wasn't managing that gap. He must have had an issue with the kart. So your race order, Zach Tucker, Patrick McDonald, Marco Manson just hung on for 3rd place. The 98 of Lachlan Tomlinson home in P4. The 78 of Coma made it to 5. The 31 of Charlie Jamison in 6th place. Mainland champ Levi McMillan from Christchurch. Home in 7th place. Harrison Zhao, the 82 card, in 8th. Zach Hempful in 9th. Amelia Phillips recovered to 10. Then it's Maya Forrest, Levi Erickson Jones, Will Davey, Theo Pilcher after a couple of loops on the track. Ryan Wooler, the number 40 cart, in 15th place. Rocky Teen had a mare, ended up in 16th place. Harper Lindsay did a bit of a couple of off-track excursions, ended up in 17th place. And Buster Bailey, our Australian guest, we didn't see Buster for the start of that race. Not sure what the story was there. So we'll narrow these two Rotax Max Junior fields down to 34 carts for the final later this afternoon after lunch. So there you have it, International Kart Supplies Rotax Max Junior. Pre-final B run and done now. About to head out the gate once we get these stranded carts off the track. I think we've just got one out there. Oh, that's Buster Bailey actually. That's the one who didn't make the start. So Buster Bailey out on the track. I'd forgotten about that, the very opening lap. Parked it up on the grass. Coming up next, the big bangers. The Danny Galb Employment Law Advocacy KZ2's the fastest category of sprint racing in KartSport New Zealand. Can't wait for them to get out on the track. Danny Galb Employment Law Advocacy, of course, your employment law specialists. If you're looking for some support at the workplace or wherever your employment law issues may well be, call 0800 Help Me. That's Danny Gelb, great friendly guy. Go and check him out. He's on the internet. He's easy to find. Otherwise, just ring the 0800 number, Help Me. And Danny will help you with any employment issue you may have. Expert in employment law. The former president of KartSport Mount Wellington. All-round good guy, Danny Gelb. He'll help you out. KZ2's proudly supported by Danny Gelb Employment Law Advocacy. About to head out the gate very, very shortly. Stick with us. Hope you're enjoying the live stream coverage at home, folks. We just see a shot of the grid there and the 4 of Amelia Phillips. She's had a rough run so far, been beaten up left, right and centre. Let's see where she pops out in the final this afternoon. We'll keep an eye on her progress. So just coming up 10:46. We're going to have potentially a lunch break at around 11:15. And we'll get into finals at around 12 o'clock. All things going well. We've got 4 races left until the lunch break. So KZ2, as I said, up next. Then we've got Rotax Max Heavy, the Little Cadets, and then the Rotax Max Lights to round us out for the pre-finals this morning. Then we'll be into the finals. Hope you're enjoying this coverage at home. Free to air this weekend, courtesy of KartSport New Zealand and KartSport Auckland. Massive thanks to all our officials running this weekend. Of course, our conveners, Glenn Arneson and Hayley McBride. Chief Steward, Eddie Donnelly. Clerk of the courses, Johnny Bassick. Our on-track officials, Bella Tahu and Daniel Samuelson. Race Director, Steve Boyd. And manning the cameras, Maylene Robbie, Aaron Martin. Of course, Aaron, the President of KartSport Hamilton. Our CRO, Competitors Relations Officer, is Ron Alexander. Up in race control, we've got Jeanette Smythe, Yvonne Bryant and Joe Adlam keeping everything operating as it should. And in the tech shed, we've got John Kelly, Dave Robbie and Todd Adlam doing all our technical checks. We had 16 pushback nose cones in one category yesterday. I reckon if these boys had a shot every time they had a nose cone penalty, we wouldn't get past about 8 o'clock in the morning. Just a change in the rules this year with pushback nose cones. If you suffer a pushback nose cone, you get a 2-place grid penalty for the next race you're in. And if you get a pushback penalty in that race, you get a 4-grid penalty for the next race after that, and so on and so forth. So the idea is not to get pushback nose cones if you can avoid it. But here we go. I can see Fraser Parkinson over here in the bright orange jacket, about to push out Josh Parkinson from P2 in the KZ2s. Stick around and watch this one, folks. This is an absolute ripper of a class. These guys don't have pushback nose cones, so they like to race pretty hard. Standing starts, of course, in the KZ2s. Just for a bit of information, you've got to be at least 14 to be able to drive one of these things. They weigh 185 kilos minimum with the driver. They've got a 6-speed gearbox. They have front and rear brakes with adjustable brake bias as well. Around 50 odd horsepower. And they generally limited to about 15,000 RPM. They go like hell. They're scary as to drive. So keep an eye on the young Jay Irwin, the 1NZ, the pink kart, the Burrellart kart. It's red actually. So there's your grids. Graham Smythe had a clean sweep yesterday. Going to start the pre-final from P1, the number 24, Goobers, he's affectionately known to his friends. Alongside it with the 89 of Josh Parkinson in the Sodi kart. The 2NZ of Jacob Cranston from the Manawatu will start from position 3. From position 4, the 3NZ of Blake Corrin had an issue with the plug lead coming off yesterday. Michael Adolph, the number 7, will start from position 5. Then alongside with the 31 of Luke Thompson, Jay Irwin, the current back-to-back national champion, is going to start the 1 kart from position 7. Racing professionally for the Burrellart team up in the States these days at 15 years of age. So a big future ahead of Jay Irwin. Current national champion is going to start from P7. From P8, the 72 of Nathan Krang. Raymond Mellon's going to start from position 9. Jason Lee, the 5 kart, from position 10. Mitchell Corrin will start back in 11th place, the number 41. Alongside our Australian guest, Jay Murray, is going to start the 33 kart out of position 12. Then it's David Malcolm, 1 row back in the 18 kart on 13th. Henry Gelb, son of Danny Gelb, will start from position 14 in the number 70. And Sam Jones, the number 17, will start from 15th place. We just watch Jay Murray across the line now in the number 33. So strap yourselves in, folks. If you're at home, don't go anywhere. The KZ2s are always interesting. They put on a great show. And I love watching KZ2 racing, especially because they've got no pushback nose cones. And they can get stuck into each other and really put on some good racing. Just see on the live stream, young Ryan Wood watching in from Australia. Good on you, Ryan. Good to see you watching the karting in New Zealand. I hope you're well. Good to see Woody watching his old kart mates, racing karts still. Here we go, we'll get them lined up on the grid. Graham Smythe, Josh Parkinson front row. Then it's Cranston, Blake Corrin. Then the 7 of Adolph and Luke Thompson. Back-to-back champ Jay Irwin. Alongside the 72 karter Krang on row 4. Row 5 is Mellon and Jason Lee. Then it's Murray and Corrin on row 6. Row 7, Malcolm Gelb. Row 8, Sam Jones, green flag. Here we go, folks. Get ready for this one. Watch the lights on the tower. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready? Oh, jump start there, the number 7. Away we go, racing. Michael Adolph pretty keen there. I'm sure he'll get a slap on the hand for that one. So round through 2 when they go. Parkinson's jumped out in front of Graham Smythe. Oh, it's Cranston actually. Jacob Cranston. It looked like Josh Parkinson. So Cranston in the lead. The 2NZ. Then it's Graham Smythe, Blake Corrin, Josh Parkinson in P4. Down to 4 they go. Oh, Graham Smythe just bombed Jacob Cranston and took over the race lead up to 7. Around through 7. Cranston in hot pursuit in the number 2 kart. Can they make it through? Blake Corrin in 3rd. Then it's Jay Irwin. Parkinson going backwards. Then Raymond Mellon, the 31 of Thompson. Mellon and Parkinson get together down there at turn 1. Parkinson going backwards. Smythe, Cranston, Blake Corrin, Irwin, Mellon, Parkinson, Luke Thompson, Adolph. There's your race order at the moment. Down through Clubhouse Corner they go. Great drone shot down to the Clubhouse. Turn 4. The right-hander, downhill right-hander. Then they light them up to turns 5 there. And now turn 6. 7 at the top of the hill. So Graham Smythe leads. Jacob Cranston. Irwin's got ahead of Blake Corrin. Irwin goes defensive at 1. Can he get underneath Jacob Cranston? Hard on the brakes. The youngster in the 1NZ. Up to 2 they go. Irwin looks to the inside here. Can he force his way through? There's contact with Cranston. Oh, there's back to position 3. Jay Irwin. 1 turned around there. I think that's the 18 of David Malcolm at 2. He stalled it as well. He's going to have to push start it to get it going again. Got the kart restarted. So David Malcolm rejoins at rear of field. Oh, down the inside goes Jay Irwin and Cranston. Cranston gives him a hurry up for his trouble. Not sure Jacob Cranston was impressed with that pass. So gave Irwin a bit of a touch up on the exit of turn 8. It's starting to heat up now, the pre-final here at KartSport Auckland City of Sales for 2025. Irwin outbreaks himself. Can Cranston get underneath? Can't quite make it happen. So your race order, Smythe, Irwin, Cranston. Then it's Blake Corrin, Raymond Malin. Down into 4 they go. Malin doing a good job in the pre-final. They struggled a bit for pace yesterday. Now he's got back on the pace. Raymond Malin, the number 34. Just been down the inside of Jacob Cranston. So Malin up to P3 now. Really starting to hit his straps. Raymond Malin. Here it is. Look at this down here at turn 1. It's all action aplenty from the drone as we head up to 2. It's Malin, Cranston, and the 3 of Blake Corrin giving each other a tidy up through here. We'll try and follow that down to Clubhouse Corner. See if we can get a good shot down the inside at turn 4. Now back up to 5 through the gearbox. Smythe back in front. The master, Graham Smythe. Jay Irwin and P2 out of through turn 9 there. Then it's the 3 of Blake Corrin. The 34 of Malin and Cranston are going to go side by side into 1. Can Malin look for the switchback? Not able to do so. Next in the queue is Josh Parkinson in P6. The 89 kart started from P2, drifted back 4 places. Got his ears boxed a couple of laps earlier. But look at the 24 of Graham Smythe, 3.2 seconds up the road after 5 laps of 20. Smythe doing a great job. Clean swept the racing so far this weekend. A wet and soggy KartSport Auckland. Cranston's got back past Malin again. I missed the pass. It might have been at turn 7, sliding into turn 1. Malin and Cranston. Down into turn 2 they go. They're so efficient on the brakes, these KZ2s. Front and rear brakes, of course. They'll have the brake bias wound right back today with these wet conditions. Irwin just not able to make any impact at all on Graham Smythe. A tenth quicker. 34.976 on lap 6. 34.997 that time. 2 tenths quicker than Jay Irwin in behind. So Smythe just building that lead, 3.5 seconds. Back to Jay Irwin. Then it's the 3 NZ of Blake Corrin. The 2 of Cranston. Then the 34 of Malin as we watch our race leader through turn 4. Then it's Jay Irwin, Blake Corrin, Cranston and Raymond Malin. Down through Clubhouse Corner, then Josh Parkinson, the 89 kart, in P6. Down the inside of Cranston. Oh, I thought Malin was going to have a go there at 7. Malin's going to line him up for a run down here, adjusting the brake bias. Jacob Cranston. Down the inside goes Malin at turn 1. Takes over 4th place. From Cranston's going to go for the switchback down at turn 2. Can't quite pull it up. So Malin hangs on to 4. Then it's Cranston 5. Parkinson still 6. Then it's Michael Adolph, Jason Lee, Mitchell Corrin, Jay Murray, Luke Thompson, Henry Gelb, Sam Jones, David Malcolm, and Nathan Krang out of position. The number 72, I can't even see Nathan Krang on the track. So across all some funny noises. That's Jay Irwin making a weird noise. Got his hand up, turn 1. That's the end of the free final for Jay Irwin. I heard it making a funny banging, crashing noise as we see Jay Murray turn it around there. So Jay Irwin from P2 is out of the pre-final. Graham Smythe going to have it all his own way. Irwin makes his way back to the pits, the flag point there at turn 1. So Irwin from P2 is now out, gifting second place to Blake Corrin. So Drago Kart 1-2. I was trying to see what happened. It sounded like something had broken and was scraping on the track. Corrin crosses the line in P2. Then it's Raymond Malin, Jacob Cranston, Josh Parkinson in 5th place. Then Michael Adolph in 6th. So we follow Cranston up into turn 2 with Josh Parkinson. Then the 7 of Michael Adolph with the green helmet. But Graham Smythe coming around through turn 7. Through turns 3 we go down to 4, Clubhouse Corner. So Smythe across the line to complete another lap. There's still 9 left in the KZ2 final. Pre-final, beg your pardon. Brought to you by Danny Gelb, Employment Law Advocacy. Your employment law experts. Johnny Bassick just picked up something off the track there. Not sure what that is. Something's come off. It might be a some sort of bodywork. So making his way back over there. Johnny Bassick. to his flag point, turn 4. Well, flag point 4, I should say. So Smythe continues to lead. 35.244. Fastest lap on the previous lap, lap 12. 35.2, getting slower now. Off on the grass. Who's that was shot off on the grass? Raymond Mellon shot up off on the grass. Managed to recover though. Went off onto the grass up by Jay Irwin's kart there. Got back in third place though, so no harm, no foul. Down through Clubhouse Corner goes Jacob Cranston, the number 2 NZ. In hot pursuit of Raymond Mellon, but Graham Smythe, 5.8 seconds was the margin last time by over Blake Corrin. I'm sure that has grown. It's actually 5.7. Corrin's taken a bit of time out of him. I thought for sure that margin had grown, but then Graham Smythe is navigating some lap traffic now at turn 4. So Smythe round Clubhouse Corner, past that lap traffic of Sam Jones. Then it's Blake Corrin. Raymond Mellon still in third place. The 17 of Sam Jones across the line. So round through turn 4. Comes the 7 of Michael Adolph. Then it's the 41 of Mitch Corrin. Jay Murray through there as well, the number 33. We see Henry Gelb across the line, the number 70 kart. Then it's Jay Murray, the 33 from Australia. In 11th place, David Malcolm next. Here comes Graham Smythe with 5 left. Across the start-finish line, our race leader, Graham Smythe. Then it's Sam Jones out of position. Blake Corrin, Raymond Mellon, Jacob Cranston in P4. The 7 of Michael Adolph got Parkinson not far behind in the number 89 in 6th place. Just struggling for grip now. We can see another shower potentially going to come across the racetrack shortly. Danny Gelb Employment Law Advocacy, KZ2's the pre-final nearly completed. Graham Smythe will have 4 laps to go this time as he crosses the line. Round through turn 4. We see Michael Adolph and Josh Parkinson. Parkinson will be keen to get past the 7 of Adolph. And it's Mitchell Corrin next. And Jason Lee. They're 7th and 8th respectively. Look at Parkinson right on the rear bumper now as we head up to turn 2. Such as the speed they accelerate and decelerate these karts. The gap's nothing, then it's huge, then it's nothing again. Smythe out of turn 7, just pulling the gears gently. Up through turn 8, here we go. It's getting close now between Blake Corrin. Here comes Raymond Mellon. Mellon's going to put it on down at turn 1. Raymond Mellon's going to go to P2. Blake made a mistake out of 7. So Mellon, pass and block, now takes over position 2 as they head up to turn 2. Mellon leads. Blake Corrin, Graham Smythe leading the race. This is the battle for P2. Round through Clubhouse Corner they come. Corrin down the inside. He's going to put it in there. Can he get it done? No, he can't is the answer. Smythe, 2 to go. Mellon in the 34 kart. He's going to line it up. Hit the loud pedal across the start-finish line with 2 left for him as well. Then it's Blake Corrin, Jacob Cranston, Michael Adolph, Josh Parkinson, Mitchell Corrin, Jason Lee down the inside at turn 1. Can't make that move happen. Clubhouse Corner for Graham Smythe. There is our race leader. Round turn 4. Now through 5 and 6. Up to turn 7. The gap, 5.8 seconds. Last lap board out for our race leader now. Graham Smythe into turn 1. Across the line goes Mellon. Then it's Blake Corrin, the 3rd place. Jacob Cranston is 4th. Then it's Michael Adolph 5th. Josh Parkinson 6th. Across the line goes Mitchell Corrin. So around Clubhouse for the last time up to turn 7 goes our race leader, Graham Smythe. He won all 3 heats. Now he's going to take the pre-final. Give him a clap and a cheer. Graham Smythe takes the pre-final for KZ2, brought to you by Danny Gelb Employment Law Advocacy. A 2nd across the line, the 34 of Raymond Mellon. Then we go to the 3 of Blake Corrin in P3. P4 to the 2 of Jacob Cranston from the Manawatu. Then it's Michael Adolf in 5th place. The number 7, Josh Parkinson home in 6th. The number 89. Then the 41 of Mitchell Corrin was 7th. Jason Lee 8th. Luke Thompson home in 9. Henry Gelb, son of Danny Gelb, our class sponsor, made it to 10th place. Jay Murray from Australia, probably not used to racing in the rain. Coming from Australia, Jay Murray home in 11. Sam Jones is going to make it to 12. And David Malcolm, we lost 5 laps earlier. Jay Irwin with a mechanical down there 11 laps ago. And Nathan Krang, early in the start, we lost Nathan Krang. So there you have it, folks, the pre-final for Danny Gelb Employment Law Advocacy. KZ2's the big bangers, run and done. Hope you enjoyed that one at home. The KZ2's pretty hard on tyres, so these sorts of conditions chew tyres up pretty quickly in the KZ2's. But anyway, we'll move on to the finals later this afternoon. Up next, Robert Cunningham Construction, Rotax Max Heavies. I love the Heavies as well. They always put on a fantastic show. Of course, Robert Cunningham Construction, experts in the construction space with over 30 years experience. It's all about relationships and construction. Robert Cunningham is probably the most affable guys you're ever likely to meet. So if you want to talk construction with someone who just loves construction, Robert Cunningham's your hand. Bob as he's affectionately known. Bob Cunningham down there in the pits running his 2 grandsons and his son Aaron this weekend. So of course Aaron, Wade and Mitch, former karters. Wade the world champion actually in 2003. And Aaron running in Rotax Max Heavy. Grandkids Harrison and Alexon running in juniors, Rotax Max Junior and Vortex Mini Rock. So a real family affair. Rebecca runs the bar as well. But what's most impressive about Robert Cunningham Construction is the 7 national charities they support. The Kiwi Harvest is one. Trees That Count, another. Million Metres, the Streams Project. Kiwis for Kiwis, Westpac Rescue Helicopter. For over 20 years they've tipped money into that helicopter for saving lives. A truly amazing service that the Westpac Rescue Helicopters across the country provide. So Robert Cunningham Construction proud to support the Auckland Westpac Rescue Helicopter. The Auckland City Mission, of course, another really vitally important community charity. And Legacy, which is Fish for the People, looking after our oceans and waterways. So an impressive list of national charities that Robert Cunningham Construction support by way of all the amazing work that they do around Auckland and around the country. So go talk to Bob Cunningham if you want to talk construction. He'll talk the arm off you for all day. They're supporting Rotax Max Heavies, of course. Looks like got more weather coming. Track's got a semi-dry line around it, but nothing to speak of significantly. Rotax Max Heavy up shortly. The pre-final run over 20 laps. We'll just run through the grids for you. Then we're going to have from the heaviest to the lightest. The Cadet ROKs will be after the Rotax Max Heavies. Stick around and watch those guys. They are amazing. We saw some brilliant racing yesterday from the cadets. Just have a think. There's no one over 10 in that field. And now you throw a bit of wet weather in. God knows what we're going to see. But I'm sure they will put on a magnificent display of driving. So stay tuned if you're at home watching on the live stream. I hope you're enjoying the commentary. Big thanks to Andre and the team, especially the drone pilot, putting on some amazing footage for us from the drone. I watched that thing scream around before. I thought he was going to take the gantry out. He managed to get underneath it. He knew what he was doing, but impressive shots from the drone. So big thanks to Andre and the team for providing it. The gates open. Here we go. Rotax Max Heavy out the gate. Starting from the pole, the number 14 of Darren Walker. Alongside will be the top half champion, Tom Van Can. For those at home wondering why he's got TH instead of a number on the side of the card, it's because he's the current top half champion. So you get the privilege of running the TH on the number plate. So Tom Van Can will run from P2. Alongside, or next row back, will be the 28 of Trent Ingham. Another long-time supporter of KartSport in the country. Hero Sheridan, the current 2NZ. It's going to start from position 4. From position 5, the 5 of Adam Bell was his birthday yesterday. So the number 5, Adam Bell, is going to start from position 5. Then the 48 of Aaron Tahu will start alongside from position 6. Daniel Kent will start the number 75 kart from P7. From P8, Aaron Cunningham, as I said, son of Bob Cunningham, will start from P8. They were moving the seat yesterday to try and find out what was up with that kart. They couldn't make it work properly for them. Let's hope that seat move has gained a result for Aaron Cunningham starting from P8. The 69 of Brendan Hart will start from position 9. And from the rear, from position 10, the number 17 of Mitch Vi. That's your grid for Rotax Max Heavy, the pre-final. Going to run over 20 laps. Expect to see a bit of a humdinger here. Darren Walker's always fast in the heavies, but Van Can, the current top half champ, will take it right to him. Welcome aboard the live stream. If you've just joined us, it's on YouTube as well. So if you happen to be tuned in on YouTube or on Facebook, just go to the KartSport New Zealand New Zealand page, and you'll see the live stream. Just click on the link and away you go. You'll be in action. Great to have people beaming in from all over the country. I heard yesterday there's someone watching from Sweden. So fantastic. Obviously Kane Lawton watches a bit of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Supporting Tom Van Can, of course, clearly from the comments I've seen there. So we've got the grid formed now. Round through clubhouse, I'll come ready to face the starter. Ryan Wood just joined us as well again. Good to have you on board, Woody. Hope you have a good season this year over in the Supercar Series. We'll be watching with much interest. So here we go, folks, up through turn 7. Ready to face the starter for 20 laps. Rotax Max Heavy. Here at City of Sales 2025, brought to you by Pool and Spa Maintenance. Get ready, strap yourselves in. Here it comes, folks. The start. Yes, we go. Lights out. Well, someone's engine doesn't sound too flash in all of those ones there. Can't see who it is. Van Can jumps to the start. Then it's Trent Ingham. Adam Bell. Walker got shuffled back off the start. No, I beg your pardon. I think that is Walker in front. Oh, it's a bit hard to see, really. The weather's a bit average. Can't quite see who's in front. That may well be Darren Walker. We'll try and get a read on that as they come past this time. Looks like Ingham in second place, though. Here we come around across the start-finish line. It is Darren Walker. Trent Ingham in second. Then it's Adam Bell. Tom Van Can got shuffled back to 4. Oh, the 69 of Brendan Hart. Sounds like it's had a bad curry. Up to turn 2 they go. Darren Walker, Trent Ingham, Adam Bell, Tom Van Can. Daniel Kent up there in 5th place. Then it's Aaron Cunningham. Aaron Tahu's been shuffled back. Hero Sheridan right back to 8th place. That orange CRG kart having some issues off the start. Mitch Vi is 9th. Then it's Brendan Hart. Obviously that engine misfiring. Here comes Adam Bell. Down the inside goes Trent Ingham at turn 1. Can he put a move on Darren Walker? Not quite able to get that done. We'll follow them round through Death Valley. Walker in that yellow rain suit in the front. Then it's Trent Ingham, the boss of Ingham driven. Bell down the inside at turn 2. Going to go side by side with Trent Ingham. Concedes second place. Back to 3 goes Adam Bell. Keen to get on with this down through clubhouse. He's going to have a look this time. Gets the job done, can he? Adam Bell moving forward to P2. Likes the wet weather. Ingham's going to scrap it back at 7 though. Down the inside, just out, breaks himself. Bell just drives off. Ingham tries to get across the curb. Not the fastest way through there. Meanwhile, Darren Walker's capitalising on these guys scrapping behind him. Has built a bit of a lead already of 1.1 seconds. Darren Walker from Tokoroa. Second, Adam Bell. Then it's Trent Ingham. Daniel Kent up to 4. Then it's Tom Van Can in 5th place. Oh, a bit of fighting and arguing through turn 3. Down to clubhouse they come. Someone's pulled out down the inside. I think that's Van Can trying to get past Daniel Kent. Not able to do so. He'll have a look down here at 7. Now gets through, but switches over. Trying to pull it up on the brakes is a bit of a challenge for Tom Van Can. Kent sitting in behind. Trying to get eyes on Aaron Cunningham. think he's there in 6th place. But the race leader, Darren Walker, through 2 he goes. Then it's Adam Bell. Adam Bell actually the quickest on the circuit at the moment, the 38.3. Tom Van Can in 4th. Kent is 5th. Then the 72 of Cunningham run the green Masters plate. Just starting to stretch out the field. Still got 15 laps left for Darren Walker and Adam Bell. Then it's Trent Ingham. Across the line comes Tom Van Can, Daniel Kent, Aaron Cunningham, Aaron Tahu. Here comes Hero Sheridan down the inside at turn 1, squirming under brakes. Can he get it pulled up? Tahu's going to look to cross him over and does so. Coming out of there, Sheridan just could not quite pull that 2 up. Going to have a look down here at 2. More drive on the outside, so Tahu just drives straight around. We've lost Brendan Hart, I believe, into the pits. Missing and popping. No point risking damaging an engine. So parked it in the pits, the 69 of Brendan Hart. 14 to go for Darren Walker. Ingham was the quickest last time round on lap 5. This time it's the 38.3 of Adam Bell in P2. The quickest on the racetrack by 2 tenths over the race leader, Darren Walker. Round through turn 2 they go. Walker first, then it's Adam Bell, the birthday boy from yesterday. Oh, we've lost Van Can. Just trying to find Tom Van Can on the circuit. He may have gone to the pits. Not sure what's happened to Tom Van Can. Across the line comes Walker again. Then it's Bell, Ingham, the 75 of Kent. Then it's Aaron Cunningham, I beg your pardon. Aaron Tahu. Then the 2 of Hero Sheridan. We've lost Tom Van Can. I can't see him on the circuit. He must have gone to the pits. So round through turn 2, all the shots on the screen. It's Darren Walker, Bell, Ingham. Down to 4 they come. The orange or yellow race suit of Darren Walker in that new Arrow kart out in front. Doing double duty, of course. Rotax Max Heavy and DD2. Adam Bell not far behind though. The margin last time was 7 tenths of a second. This time it's only 4 tenths. Here comes Adam Bell. He's found the accelerator pedal. Going to get in the draft of Darren Walker and try and take the fight to the number 14. Had a race win. No, he didn't. It was Tom Van Can had a race win yesterday. I'll scratch that. But Adam Bell had a birthday, I know that. Rain starting to fall again here at KartSport Auckland. Rosebank Domain. Pool and Spa Maintenance, City of Sales, 2025. Robert Cunningham Construction, Rotax Max Heavy's out on the circuit at the moment. Nothing between Bell and Walker. Another 10th quicker that time, Adam Bell. Ingham posted a pretty impressive time as well, 38.3. These front 3 have skipped away from Daniel Kent in 4th place. Then it's this KartSport superstar, Aaron Cunningham, running the green Masters plate in the number 72 kart. Up to 7. Rotax Max Heavy. Oh, look at that. Walker made a mistake. Here comes Adam Bell. He's going to put it to him this time. Down here at turn 1. Adam Bell's going to go into the race lead. Can he pull it up? Walker goes out wide. Knows there's a bit of traction out there. Here's the crossover. Walker back in front. The wily old fox knew there was more drive out in the wide line on the circuit. Bell looks to the inside at 2. They're going to go at it, these 2. Here comes Trent Ingham as well. He's going to join the party as they head down to 4. Down the clubhouse corner there. Adam Bell not able to put it down the inside of Darren Walker. In fact, made a little mistake that gave 2 or 3 kart lengths to Walker. They head up to 7. Still in charge, Darren Walker, but under pressure from the 5 of Adam Bell. Trent Ingham sitting there as well, waiting for something to happen. Tahu and Cunningham down into turn 1, side by side. Cunningham goes deep, knowing there's more drive out there. Tahu slips underneath. In fact, Tahu got amazing drive out of there. Tahu's now picked up 5th spot. Goes around turn 2 in front of Aaron Cunningham in 5th place. Walker just upped his game now. Picked up another couple of kart lengths and in fact was 3 tenths quicker that last lap, the 14 of Walker from Tokoroa. Still 8 laps to go. Plenty of time for Adam Bell to mount another challenge. Tahu got Cunningham now on the back bumper. Cunningham goes to the inside at turn 1. Can he pull it up? Decides to change his mind. Looks for the drive out of turn 1. Not got the corner pace off turn 1 that Aaron Tahu's got. So Cunningham still in 6th place. Tahu is 5th. Up to 7. Still no change in that gap between Bell and Walker for the race lead. This is the pre-final. The Robert Cunningham Construction Rotax Max Heavy. Finals coming up this afternoon. These are the fat boys. 185 kilos these guys weigh when they come off the track. So a lot of momentum behind these karts. They've got around about 30 horsepower. So you just got to drive them smooth and tidy. You can't afford to scrub any speed off at all. With 7 laps remaining, we're getting closer to the end of Rotax Max Heavy pre-final. Up next, the little cadets. Can't wait for that one. That's going to be an absolute ripper. Into 7 they go. Bell's made some gains this time on Darren Walker. Not sure if Walker made a mistake or Adam Bell just got a bit braver, but here we go. The fight's back on with 6 left. Down into turn 1. Bell's going to chase Walker through turn 1. Get in the draft. Up the short straight to turn 2. Can he put another challenge on our race leader, Darren Walker? Going to follow him around the grippiest part of the circuit at 2. Now he's all over it. Adam Bell going to take the fight to the highly experienced Darren Walker. Down through Clubhouse they go. Only a kart length between them as they head up to 7. In the braking area, Adam Bell making some good gains. Goes slightly shallow. Can he get underneath Walker? No, he can't. He's going to line it up, though, with 5 left. Down into turn 1. This time, Bell down the inside. Here we go. There's another challenge for the lead. Walker. It's a drag race up to turn 2. Walker's going to prevail. They're going to go side by side, though. Walker's going to have the grip on the outside. Can Bell force him wide? There's the switchback. Can't make it happen. Walker's got to concede. Here comes Trent Ingham's going to get in on this as well. Walker back in front again, though. Down at turn 4. Here it comes. What a scrap we're going to have to the end with 4 laps left. Walker's back in front. Bell, Ingham. That's your race order. Next in the queue, Daniel Kent. About 4 seconds off. Check out these guys as they head through turns 8 and 9. Now down to 1 again. Here comes Bell. Challenge number 5. Down at turn 1. Can he pull it up? He just drifted out wide and stopped Darren Walker, crossing him over. Here comes Ingham's the inside as well. 3 wide down into turn 2. Bell hanging on by the skin of his teeth from Darren Walker. Ingham's trying to find a way past. They're giving each other a little bit of racing room, but it's great to watch. Down through Clubhouse they go. Now it's Adam Bell. Can he steal the pre-final from Darren Walker? Ingham's going to look down the inside here at 7. Walker says, no way. You're not getting through there that easy. Oh, it's a good old scrap. Here we go. 3 to go. Adam Bell going to clear off if these two keep fighting. Ingham's going to look to the inside at turn 1. Here he comes. Ingham puts on a challenge to turn 1. Walker still crosses him over again. This is playing perfectly into the hands of Adam Bell. Adam Bell leads now. The birthday boy going to get a belated present today by taking the pre-final with 3 laps left. There'll be 2 when the 17 of Mitch Vi crosses the line. So 2 laps to go for Adam Bell. Walker hanging on now. Here comes Ingham again. Can he put it down the inside at 7? No, he's not able to do that, but he might have another look at 1. Adam Bell's probably rubbing his hands together with 2 left. Then it's Kent in 4th place still. Then it's Aaron Tahu, Aaron Cunningham. Hero Sheridan not able to make an impact in these tricky wet conditions. But Adam Bell doing a fantastic job. Sized him up for about 3 laps, then put the move on. Down to Clubhouse corner for the second and last time. The number 5 from the Bay of Plenty. From Kart's own Tauranga. Adam Bell. Up to 7. Rain starting to really fall out of the sky now. Last lap board for our race leader, Adam Bell, in the FK kart. Then it's Darren Walker, Trent Ingham. Across the line goes Daniel Kent in 4th place. Aaron Tahu is still 5. 6th is Cunningham. Then it's Hero Sheridan and Mitch Vi. It looks like Adam Bell's going to do this. What a great race we've seen unfold in front of us. Down to Clubhouse for the last time. Adam Bell, the number 5. The green FK kart lines it up to turn 7. He's got a couple of corners to go. He's going to take the pre-final. That'll be a front row start for the final for Adam Bell. Put your hands together, folks, if you just watched this race. Fantastic driving by Adam Bell. Great display there by Darren Walker. He's going to get home in second. Third place will be the 28 of Trent Ingham, the boss from Ingham Driven. Then it's the 75 of Daniel Kent in fourth. Aaron Tahu was fifth. Cunningham home in sixth place. In seventh, we had the 2NZ of Hero Sheridan. Then Mitch Vai, the 17 kart, home in eighth place. Wow, fantastic racing. Rotax Max Heavy, proudly supported by Robert Cunningham Construction. Adam Bell stole it from Darren Walker, who led for 75% of that race. Brilliant driving from all of these guys. Respectful, good hard racing. No crashing and bashing. So Bell gets the nod in the pre-final. Two races to go on the card this morning for the pre-finals. Then we'll be into the finals this afternoon. This one from the heaviest guys to the lightest guys. As I was saying earlier, these youngsters are between 6 years of age and 10 years of age. And they'll drive the absolute wheels off these things. I love watching cadet racing. It's just so exciting watching these youngsters develop over their racing careers. I've been fortunate enough to be around karting a long time. Watched a lot of these youngsters come through. The likes of the Liam Lawsons, the Caleb Natos, the Josh Parkinsons, the Callum Hedges, just Screeds and Ryan Wood, who's watching on the live stream. All these guys come through karting, now making their way in the world at a high level. It all started at kart racing in cadets for most of these drivers. The Scotty McLaughlins, the Shane Van Gisbergens, Scott Dixons, you name it. Just keep reeling the names off. There's hundreds of New Zealand motorsport superstars that have all started in karting. A lot of them have raced here at KartSport Auckland over the years as well. I just love watching the youngsters develop from when they start learning to when they start really knocking it out of the park. I see young Tom Bewley watching in as well. Welcome aboard, Tom. Great to see what you're doing out in the world at the moment. You and Willie doing a great job, Willie Exton. Just joined the huge list of New Zealand motorsport stars. All started off in karting. Here we go, folks, out the gate, Cadet ROK. Another couple of stars in the making. This youngster on P1, Joey Zhou. I sound like a big fan of his, and I am. He's just got immense pace, this youngster. I've watched him develop so quickly over the last 12 months with the help of the team at Right Karts and the Bethunes. So young Joey Zhou, the top half champion, going to lead us from pole position. Alongside another youngster developing well from Taranaki is Kaiser Rankin in the number 72 kart. From row 2, we'll have the 13 of Max Turner from Whangarei. From position 4, the South Island champ Taylor Costello from Blenheim, running with the Tasman Karts team. Van Walker and Heath Phillips are going to share row 3. Max Gosling from the South Island, another Christchurch driver from position 7 in the number 11 kart. Buddy Murch from P8. Theo Power, the 55 kart, will run from P9. Murphy Dobson from P10 in the number 97. Oliver Candlish will run from 11th, the 98 kart. Zoe McBride, daughter of our convener Hayley McBride, will run from 12. And Evie Haskett from the rear of field in position 13. Definitely don't go anywhere now, folks. Watch this cadet race. Like I say, they're between 6 and 10 years of age. They're only youngsters. The kart and the driver and the fuel and the tyres and everything only weighs 99 kilos. And they've got about 9 or 10 horsepower. So you watch them use every single one of those. They're rev limited to 11,000 RPM. So they'll be pushing that right pedal so hard to squeeze every ounce of horsepower out. You watch them go. And tricky conditions won't faze them in the slightest. Expect a good battle between Joey Zhou and Kaiser Rankin. Not to forget Max Turner from Whangarei and Taylor Costello, the current South Island champ. We're in good company this morning here at KartSport Auckland. Giltrap Group Raceway at the Pool and Spa Maintenance 2025 City of Sales. We'll give them one more lap to warm up. Get their brains all ready to go. was talking to young Kaiser Rankin. He bought some new boots recently. He reckoned that was his secret bullet to help him go faster. So we'll see how that works out for him today. He had a race win in the last heat yesterday. Was absolutely stoked when I spoke to him yesterday. He's got a smile 10 feet wide when he jumped out of the go-kart. Absolutely brilliant. Max Gosling a bit further down, we'd expect to see him. Must have turned it round or had some issue because he's starting from rear of field. I had him on my list starting from position 7, so I'm not sure I missed something on the warm-up lap, but Gosling's going to now start from the rear of field. The Stadium Finance Container Space and Provident Insurance driver. Provident Insurance, the supporter of KartSport, Cadet ROK this weekend. Mechanical breakdown insurance, motor vehicle insurance, credit care insurance, or guaranteed asset protection. Provident Insurance is the team to talk to across the country. Stepping up to support Cadet ROK this weekend here at City of Sales 2025. Round the last corner, ready to face the starter. Come and watch this one, folks, if you've got 5 minutes before lunch. We're going to go over 15 laps in the pre-final. Start to wind them up. Here we go, Joey Joe Rankin. What's turn 1? Lights are out. We're into it. 15 laps for Cadet ROK. Around the outside comes Kaiser Rankin. And he's jumped into second place. It's a drag race with Max Turner from Whangarei. Turner hard on the brakes. Knows there's a bit more grip around the outside. Rankin goes to the inside. Rankin takes the lead off Joey Joe around turn 2. Now down to 4 they go. They've all got through nice and clean. Rankin hits the front from Joey Joe as they race up to turn 7. Drivers no older than 10 out there doing it. Look at the gap Rankin's got already across the line for the first time as they thunder down into turn 1. Kaiser Rankin, 7/10 of a second over Joey Joe, looks over his shoulder to reassure himself that he's definitely out in front. So round through 2 they go. The 72 from Taranaki. Grandson of Ross Graham, a long-time car racer in the country. Around through Clubhouse they go. The 72 just driving nicely at the moment. Oh, we've got a couple off round the wrong way. Down at Clubhouse, that's the 97 kart of Murphy Dobson. Is one of those down there, but they're all going again. Here comes Rankin. It was 7/10 on the opening lap. It may have actually grown a fraction. It has by 2/10. It's nearly a second. First to second place. Joey Joe in P2. Van Walker is in third. Then it's Max Turner. Taylor Costello, the South Island champion from Blenheim, sitting down there in 5th place. Then it's Heath Phillips in 6th. We watched them down through Clubhouse corner. Rankin, nice wide line. You've got to stay off that curb. It's a bit slippery out there. But Rankin pinning his ears back and going like hell. Doing a great job out in front, the youngster. Across the line he goes. Kaiser Rankin. Then it's Joey Joe in P2. 1.7 seconds now. Rankin just pouring on the pace. 42.1 that time around versus a 42.7 of Van Walker, the next fastest, in 3rd place. Obviously loves the wet conditions. One off down there at turn 1. Not sure who that is parked up on the grass. They're going to give it a shove and get it back on. Back on the track now. Might be the 57 of Buddy Murch. I'll just keep an eye on that for you. It is the number 24 of Zoe McBride. But Kaiser Rankin really excelling in these wet conditions. 2.6 seconds now, 1 second quicker that lap around. Look at the number 72 go out in front. He's only about 3 feet high. Man, he's grown about 4 feet already in this pre-final for Cadet ROK. Brought to you by Provident Insurance, the insurance specialists, and they can guarantee that Kaiser Rankin wants to win this pre-final. You want to put some money on the TAB? I bet if you ask Kaiser Rankin, he's going to say, there's no way I'm going to give this race away. Cross through turn 1 he comes. The start-finish line he comes. Then it's Joey Joe. Van Walker Then the 60 kart of Heath Phillips. Max Turner's lost a couple of spots. In fact, Max Turner slipped back through the field there. Taylor Costello is 5th, the South Island champ. Then it's Max Gosling. Started from rear field, got up to 6th place. Max Turner in 7, Murphy Dobson 8. Then it's Evie Haskett, Buddy Murch, Oliver Candlish. Then Zoe McBride. Can't see Theo Power, the number 55. Oh, there he is, 55, just crossed the line. And Zoe McBride as well. And here comes Kaiser Rankin with 9 left. Absolutely knocking the field out of the park. Just driving beyond his years. Remember, he's less than 10. It's unbelievable. 6 to 10 years of age and driving like Michael Schumacher. Absolutely incredible. Joey Zhou just hanging on to 2nd place from Van Walker. There's nothing between these two, only 0.3 of a second. Round through Clubhouse Corner they come. That's Zhou and Van Walker. Then it's Heath Phillips and Taylor Costello. Rankin across the start-finish line. Oh, look at this battle starting to heat up between Joey Zhou and Van Walker. Down through turn 1 they come. Oh, Walker just out. Oh, was it Joey Zhou? Outbraked himself, I think, and put it up on the grass. It was. Joey Zhou's made a mistake and parked it backwards on the grass at turn 1. Just couldn't handle the pressure going into turn 1, knowing he had Van Walker on his rear bumper. Did it all by himself, unfortunately for Joey Zhou. That's given Rankin huge breathing space. He was out to 5 seconds, the lead, with 7 to go for Kaiser Rankin. Van Walker across the line in 2nd place. 5.5 seconds just about the gap between Rankin and Walker. Then it's Heath Phillips, Taylor Costello, Max Gosling. Then it's the 13 of Max Turner across the line. Joey Zhou slipping down the order. Evie Haskett's made it to 7th place with the demise of Joey Zhou, but here comes Zhou again. Going to hunt the 54 down and try and regain some positions. Rankin just going to navigate some lap traffic here. That's Zoe McBride. We've got a blue flag for McBride. Rankin, cool, calm and collected down through turn 1. 6 left for the man from Taranaki. Can he hang on for a race win? Just needs to make no mistakes. Van Walker 5.5 seconds behind. Unbelievable. Joey Zhou made a mistake as well down there at turn 1. So recovered to 7th. Then Evie Haskett is 8, Murphy Dobson 9. Theo Power across the line in 10th. Then it's Oliver Candlish and the 57 of Buddy Murch. Then comes McBride at the rear of field. Focused on what she's doing. Rankin with 5 left. Provident Insurance, Cadet ROK. Need help? 0800 676 864. The team across the country will take your call. Sort your insurance issues out, whether it be mechanical breakdown, motor vehicle, credit care, or guaranteed asset protection. Rankin, masterclass in the wet. Look at the pace up the inside. He's going to pick up 2 in 1 go at turn 7. Supreme confidence from the young man from Taranaki in the number 72 with 4 left. Look at him go. Those new boots really helping him now. The 69 of Van Walker. .3 seconds is the margin from 1 to 2, and he's still been negotiating traffic, the youngster. Van Walker just picking up some lap traffic there at turn 2. Walker goes right, Rankin goes down through turn 4. Down the inside now of the lap traffic comes Van Walker in P2. Down the inside at turn 4. We'll just get a nice wiping of the screen there so we can see what's happening. 3 to go for Kaiser Rankin. He's not far from home now. Then he'll start from the front in the final this afternoon. Brilliant driving from the youngster. Made the pass at turn 2. Now down the inside at turn 2 again on the 55. The 57, I think that is of, oh no, it's Theodore Power down there. Down through Clubhouse Corner, our race leader. He's only got a couple left once he gets round the start-finish line. Your full race order: Rankin, Walker, Phillips, Costello, Gosling, Joe, Turner, Dobson, Haskett, Power. Then it's Candlish, Buddy Merchant, Zoe McBride. 2 laps to go. Cadet ROK, 6 to 10 years old. Astounding. This is where the future of New Zealand motorsport lies. These youngsters just absolutely smashing it. Rankin down through Clubhouse Corner. Round through 8 we come. Down Clubhouse Corner goes Kaiser Rankin. There he goes. Pinning his ears back. Not even thinking to look behind him. Up to 7. Round the top of the hill. Down, lights it up. Last lap board. 658 metres for the youngster. Grandad Ross will be watching from the sideline. Jumping up and down, no doubt. Unbelievable. So Kaiser Rankin round through turn 7. Down to the clubhouse for the last time. Here he comes up to turn 7. Give him a cheer, folks, as he goes past. He's earned this victory. What a great drive in the pre-final for the number 72 from Taranaki. Kaiser Rankin's going to take it. Good job, that young man. He'll be stoked, absolutely pumped. Then across the line. Next in the queue will be Van Walker in the Hart cart. Here he comes now. He's pumped as well to come home in second place. Raising the fist in the air. Next in the line will be the 60 Heath Phillips. He's pretty excited as well. Then it's Taylor Costello, the South Island champ, home in 4th place. Max Gosling is 5th, the number 11. Then it's Joey Joe's recovered back to 6th place. Then Whangarei's Max Turner in 7th. Looking for the 97 card of Murphy Dobson across the line now to get home in 8th place. Then we go to Evie Haskett. Oh, beg your pardon, Theo Power, Buddy Murch, Zoe McBride and Oliver Candlish. There you have it, the pre-final for Cadet ROK. Last one before we have a quick lunch break. Rotax Max Light, brought to you by Urban Performance. Now, Ryan Urban needs no introduction to the karting family in New Zealand. Absolute legend of the sport, with over 20 New Zealand sprint titles, the current New Zealand road racing and GP champion last year. So the current champion, Ryan Urban from Urban Performance. Ryan and Carly run the kart shop. Suppliers of the energy brand Kart. And always successful at every racetrack they go to. So Urban Performance, the experts in karting across the country. The pre-final for Rotax Max Light about to head out the gate. Then we'll have a lunch break. We're looking to get back into it around 12 o'clock. Well, it's almost 12 now. Maybe a little bit after 12, maybe 12:30. And then we'll get into the finals this afternoon. Well, if you stick around for the live stream, we've got Glenn Arneson down in the pits who's going to do some interviews and bits and pieces to keep you entertained. So get yourself some lunch after this race, of course, which is Rotax Max Light, proudly brought to you by Urban Performance. Last pre-final of the day before we get into the finals this afternoon after our lunch break. So the gates open. It's in Explore, I think. No, Learn, maybe. So here we are out the gate. Rotax Max Light, brought to you by Urban Performance. Run through the grids for you from the pole. The number 30 of Jamie Thompson. Alongside will be the 25 of Chris Benton. Row 2 will be the 53 of Church. That's Ethan Church and the 42 of Ashton Phipps. Row 3 will be the 33 of McDonald and Lewis Draper. Braden Snowden and Matthew Johnson will share row 4. Nathan Grammer and Ollie Workman from down the South Island in Nelson will start from position 10. From 11, Jet Price. From 12, Lucas McGill. Kobe Barnes and Josh Hill will share row 7. South Island champ Caleb Cross had a rough run yesterday. Will start from 15th position. Sam Wang will start from 16. Cody Noble and Patrick Holmes will share row 9. Jacob Early, Dane McQuillan will share row 10. Daniel Coleman from position 21. Ryan Higgins from 22. Lucas Whitey from 23. Johnny Harrison Kerridge from position 24. Ian Smith will start from 25th. Amelia Carter from 26th place. Row 14 will be Ty Eglinton and Tom Kleinsman. Row 15, Kane Adamson and Enzo Haggett. Hannah Joyce will start from 31st. Thomas Greer from 32nd. And from the rear we'll have the 46 of Miles Finley. So expect some fireworks in this race. They've taken the fuses out for the brain and left them in the trailer. Rotax Max Light always put on a pretty good show. So don't go anywhere. And keep an eye on this field. They'll just get them all formed up. We may have to go around one more time if we can't get Miles Finley lined up. Oh, that's the 12 of Wang, actually. I'm not sure if he had an issue on the warm-up lap. Kart sounds like it's misfiring. Well, one spun around there as well at the exit of turn 3. I think we're going to go around one more time. 20 laps this pre-final is going to be for the Urban Performance Rotax Max Light. Yes, they're going to send him around one more time. Let the tail enders catch up. I think it was Eglinton that spun around there at turn 3. See the 46 car to Miles Finley from Christchurch. Lost a wheel yesterday. And the 12 of Sam Wang bringing up the rear. Sam Wang due to start from 16th place. Maybe had an issue on a warm-up lap. Going to start from rear of field now. The number 12 from Auckland. From Hamilton, I beg your pardon. Looks like we might be good for a start this time for Wang to just get on the back of the field before they get round to face the starter. Looks like we'll be good to go. Here we go. 20 laps of Rotax Max Lights about to unfold. Turn 1. Keep an eye on that one. Phipps just moves right over at the start and keeps his position. Can we get through safely? That's the big question. It looks like we're going to. Oh, we've got the 47 kart stopped right in front of the commentary box. That's Daniel Coleman from Auckland. Going to park it on the grass. So the 47 is out of the pre-final before he made the start. So that's the end of the pre-final for kart 47. Jamie Thompson into the lead as we watch the drone follow the leaders up into turn 7. Great shot from the drone pilot. Oh, there's a bit of a scrap for the lead early already. That's Chris Benton putting the pressure on Thompson. Benton's going to go down the inside here at turn 1. The drone just trying to follow these guys around. Oh, they've touched each other. Benton's gone around. Got tagged by someone. We're just trying to see who that kart was that tagged Benton. I think it was the 72 of Draper. Got into the right rear corner of Chris Benton. And now stopped at turn 2. Lewis Draper, that's out of the kart. Not happy. Not happy in the slightest. So Draper parked on the grass at the exit of turn 2. Thompson got a good lead over Ethan Church. Then it's Ashton Phipps, Matthew Johnston, the 33 of Scott McDonald there as well. 1.8 seconds, Jamie Thompson's lead. It's so tantalising when they take the wide line to duck down the inside, but it never normally works out so good because there's not as much grip there. So your race order: Thompson, Church, Phipps, Matthew Johnston, McDonald, McGill, Workman, Snowden, Caleb Cross and Chris Benton back down in 10th place after sitting in P2 for such a long time. Good drone shot out of the clubhouse corner. Up across 5 and 6 they go. Into 7. Look for some passing down there at turn 7. Oh, there's passing aplenty as I say that. 3 wide out of the turn 7 and 8. The 85 of Jet Price was mixed up in all of that as well. No contact, just good hard racing. Oh, someone fired off again. Up at turn 1, I think that was the 25 of Benton. Just fired it off at turn 1. Managed to get back on the track though. Round through 2 and 3. Look at this pushing and shoving. Round through turn 2 and 3. This is the class that had 16 pushbacks yesterday. I imagine they'll be the same again today. A few more grid penalties coming for some, I would imagine. 16 laps for Jamie Thompson. Phipps, Church, Johnston. Then the 33 of McDonald. Chris Benton trying to fight his way back toward the front. The 25 down the inside at turn 1. Not got the drive traction off there though. From Caleb Cross. Down into 2 they go. Crossy's going to go around the outside. Concedes and pulls back in behind at turn 3. Going to look to the inside at turn 4 though. Crossy down the inside on Benton. Oh gosh, it was a bit untidy down there. Don't think there was contact, but it just looked a bit messy. Meanwhile, Thompson driving away 2.7 seconds last time by Jamie Thompson over Ashton Phipps. Then it's Ethan Church in P3. The 48 of Johnston is 4. Then the 33 McDonald. The 9 of Workman is 6th place. Then the 22 of Lucas McGill. Crossy and Benton still scrapping it out. Benton's gone in front of Caleb Cross now. So Benton to 8. Cross to 9. Jet Price to 10. Great drone shot again. Up to turn 7. The right-hander. That's between Church and Phipps. Phipps is out in front, the 42. Currently running the black and white plate. The defending champ from KartStars series last year. Running the black plate with the white numbers. The KartStars champion from 2024 with Caleb Crossan. Hot pursuit of Chris Benton still. Round through turn 2 they go. Great drone shot down into the clubhouse corner, turn 4. Now they'll follow them up through turn 5. Now turn 6. Up to 7 at the top. Then the right-hander through to turn 8, turn 9. Someone's cart sounds a bit off song. I missed whose it was. But in the meantime, Jamie Thompson about to pick up some lap traffic. That's the 85 of Jet Price. Just lets Jamie Thompson go. That's great driving from Jet Price. So around through clubhouse goes our race leader, Jamie Thompson. Well, we've got one just dribbling out of turn 1. That's the 46 kart of Miles Finley. Had an issue at turn 1. Jamie Thompson ticks off another lap. That's 12 to go now for the race leader. Then it's Ashton Phipps, the 53 of Church, the 48 of Matthew Johnston, then the 33 of McDonald, Workman, McGill, Cross, Benton. Sounds like someone's losing an exhaust. Oh, Cross just got crossed over down there at turn 1 by Benton. So Benton goes forward again to 8th place. Caleb Cross back to 9. That's a good battle between these two. Jamie Thompson up around through turn 7. Here he comes now. You'll see him on the live stream through 8, now through 9. Down across the start-finish line with 11 to go. Urban Performance, Rotax Max Lights. Now gasses it up to turn 1, or turn 2. Clean swept everything yesterday. Now going to take the pre-final by the look of it. Don't want to put the commentator's curse on him. The top 10 is Thompson, Phipps, Church, Johnston, McDonald, Workman, McGill, Benton, Cross and Noble. Braden Snowden in 11th, just outside the top 10 from Whangarei. Amelia Carter there, doing a good job in the number 19. Down in 17th place, Sam Wang working through the field. Race leader across the line again to tick another lap off. 10 left. We're halfway through the pre-final for Rotax Max Light. Some good racing out here in slippery conditions. You can see the full list of positions on your screen. They refresh every single lap. No intermediate strips around this track. Jamie Thompson around turn 7. Here he comes through 8 and 9. Down across the line. Second place Ashton Phipps. That gap was 3.8 seconds on lap 10. It's now 4.9 seconds. 4.09 seconds. Oh, up on the grass there at turn 1. Someone's made a mistake. They're back on the track. It was the number 6 kart of Cody Noble from Whangarei. Maybe he was trying to get home early. Took off up Death Valley, up the bank there. 8 left for Jamie Thompson as he crosses the line this time. There he is there, the number 30 across the line. Second is the 42 kart crossing the line. Right now, Ashton Phipps. Then it's Church. And Matthew Johnston having a good old scrap. Just picking up some lap traffic there, the number 85 of Jet Price. Oh, sideways, the 88 out of turn 8 there. That's Kobe Barnes. Giving it some speedway style. We've lost one on the grass. Can't see who that is. Down there at turn 1. Parked it. Got out of the kart. Driver making their way to the flag point. Here comes Jamie Thompson. Another lap gone for the race leader. 7 left. Urban Performance, Rotax Max Lights. The official gap from first to second place, 4.78 seconds. Ethan Church just following Ashton Phipps into turn 2. Around they'll go, shadowing each other. Through turn 3, now down to Clubhouse Corner, turn 4. Great shot from the drone as we head through turn 4. The Clubhouse Corner, Church straightens it up. Tries to get in front of the 42 of Phipps, but no can do. He might have a look at turn 7. Not quite close enough. Playing it safe, Ethan Church sitting there in position 3. Next in the queue, the 48 of Matthew Johnston. Across the line goes Johnston now. But it is Jamie Thompson giving us a display this morning of how to drive a Rotax Max Light vehicle. Faster than everybody else. Trying to catch a glimpse of the leader now. Jamie Thompson, he'll have 5 left. Here he goes up through turn 7. Dealing with some lap traffic. Taking it in his stride. Next in the queue for him is the 16 of Dane McQuillan. Blue flag not being waved. We need to get a blue flag out there so Dane knows it. Our race leader's coming. So Jamie Thompson goes shallow at turn 2. Great shot from the drone as we head up to turn 2. Following Phipps and Church. Church goes down the inside. Can he make it stick? No, he can't. Phipps scraps back with it. Down into Clubhouse they'll go. Church looks to the inside at Clubhouse. Can he pull it up? Can't make the pass stick. So Church in behind Ashton Phipps. Up to turn 7 they go. Race leader across the line with 4 left. Then it's Ashton Phipps across the line right now. And Ethan Church, Matthew Johnston in 4th still. Lucas McGill being hounded by the 33 of Scott McDonald. Then it's Caleb Cross, the South Island champ, sitting down in 7th. Behind is Chris Benton, the 25 kart. So across the line will come again. Jamie Thompson just giving us a display as he heads up to 7. Oh, one off on the grass there. Backed it up at turn 7. Parked up on the hill with the white helmet. Not sure which kart that is. It looks like a Hart kart if I'm not mistaken. So 3 left for our... Oh, another one's gone up there in sympathy. One off on the grass down here on the turn 2 as well. They're starting to fall off with increased regularity. That was the 38 kart of Lucas Whitey that went up on the grass in sympathy for the one that's already up there. Not sure which kart that is parked up there, but they're going to leave it there anyway. No real gaps in the traffic to get back on the track. Race leader heads through turn 7. Jamie Thompson passing the 18 of Eglinton across the start-finish line with 2 left. Going to try and get that kart restarted and back on the track, but there's no real gaps in the traffic to get back in it and get on with it. It could well be Jet Price parked up there, but I can't see the number from the commentary box. They're going to park it up on the grass out of the way. Take no further part in the pre-final. The Urban Performance Rotax Max Light pre-final. Race leader Jamie Thompson comes around through turn 7. Now down through turn 8 and 9. Last lap board for 30 of Jamie Thompson. Massive gap. It was 6 seconds last time by. Ethan Church has got in front of Phipps now. Missed the pass. Tibbers are looking the wrong way. So Church up to P2. 6.3 seconds is the gap. Oh, big crash down there at turn 1. Locked up, took out 2 or 3 others. One of those was Matthew Johnston, got centre punched up onto the grass, but he's back on the track now. No denying the race win. It's going to go to Jamie Thompson. He's going to take the pre-final. It's a clean sweep so far. Another one back on the grass at turn 7. Jamie Thompson across the line, our race leader, takes the pre-final. Second place is going to go to Ethan Church, the number 53. Across the line he comes. Third will go to the 42 of Ashton Phipps. The margin in the end from first to second, 6.17 seconds. Matthew Johnston will get, Lucas McGill home in 4th. Matthew Johnston, after getting taken out at turn 1, comes home in 5th place. Then it's Chris Benton, the 25 kart, got to 6th. Scott McDonald was 7th, the number 33. South Island champ Caleb Cross home in 8th place. Cody Noble 9, Braden Snowden was 10. Tom Kleinsman 11. Sam Wang was 12, Ian Smith was 13th, Jacob Early 14, Nathan Grammer 15, Miles Finley was 16, Patrick Holmes 17, Amelia Carter 18. Then we go back to Ty Eglinton, Josh Hill, Dane McQuillan, Jet Price, Lucas Whitey, Hannah Joyce, Ryan Higgins, Kobe Barnes, Johnny Harrison, Kerridge, Ollie Workman, Enzo Haggett, Lewis Draper. That's your full race order. Rotax Max Light brought to you by Urban Performance. Well, that's it for lunch break now, folks. We're going to get back into racing as soon as we can after lunch. Was scheduled for 10 past 12, but it's obviously going to be a bit later than that now. We'll get some in-pit interviews coming up with Glenn Arneson. Going to talk to some of the drivers down there. The weather's not very conducive to walking around the pits with the camera, but we'll give it a shot and bring you something. I hope you've enjoyed the racing this morning. That's all of the pre-finals finished now. We'll get on with the finals this afternoon. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the live stream. Good to see Caleb Nato just joined us on the live stream. Welcome aboard, Caleb. Hope you're well. Been impressed watching your racing the last few weeks. Good to have you on board watching the live stream. Stay with us, folks. We'll have a quick lunch break. There'll be some pit interviews coming up shortly, and then we'll back into racing. The first of our finals this afternoon with Vortex ROK DVS Junior. Hopefully about half an hour's time. Stay with us. We'll bring it straight back.
Hey, we're down here at the lunch break at the 2025 City of Sales event. Got some pole sitters for the final here. We've got Jamie Thompson here from Rotax Max Light. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, you've won all the heat races and the pre-final there.
Yeah, I have so far. Cart's good in the wet and dry. Hopefully we can pull it out for the final.
So you got a 28 lap final, quite a few laps. I'm sure you got some sponsors and some teams to thank.
Yeah, 28 lap final, pretty long. Hopefully the Arrow can get it done. Thanks to Drive Shot from New Zealand, also Scaffolding, James Honor, and running mates.
Awesome. Thanks, Ed. Good luck for the final. Next up, we've got Matthew Shaw here from Vortex ROK. So Matthew, you've had a pretty good weekend so far, haven't you?
Yeah, we had a little bit of trouble in the dry with the kart setup, but then on the wet, the kart setup was really good and we made it pretty
So you've got quite a few laps to do in the final for young fellas. You're all ready for it, are you?
Yeah, I am. I think I'll keep it more hard on the start and then, just pass everybody for a phase.
Sounds like a pretty good strategy, mate. You've got a lot of people to thank for having you here this weekend.
Yeah, I'd like to thank my mum a lot for Michael in my car and my dad. I also like Mackenzie for the cars.
Awesome. Good luck for the final, buddy. Next up, we've got Carson Daly. He's going to be on pole for Vortex ROK DVS Junior. So pretty good weekend once again, Carson.
Yeah, it's been a good weekend so far. Was quick in the dry, but not so much in the wet, so hopefully we'll have a set up to it for fun.
Yeah, you look like struggled in the pre-final there. I think it's 28 laps. Pretty excited about that.
Yeah, I'm excited. We'll change a little bit, so hopefully we'll get.
And you got Justin on the spinners. Is he doing a pretty average job? He's running around like a headless chicken. What do you think?
Yeah, he's pretty stressed, but he's got some helpers now, so hopefully, yeah.
Guys, who'd like to thank you, obviously part of the Below Sheet team. I'm sure those guys are for the support for you.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Darren from Below Sheet Karting, his European Strategy Development.
Double duty here. You've got Rotax Junior as well. So next up we've got Miles Baker. I think he's on P2 for DVS and P1 for the Rotax Junior. Had a pretty good weekend on that, haven't you, the juniors?
No, you've had a pretty good weekend so far. We've been quick in both conditions, so that's pretty good.
Yep. So if you win the final, you're going to get rid of that mop of a haircut?
Nah.
No? Stay.
Yeah.
So what's the strategy for a final? I think you've got about 28 laps for the junior.
Hopefully just try to get a good start, break away and just go from there.
Yep. DVS looking pretty strong in that as well. I'm sure there's plenty of people here you want to thank.
Yeah, it's my sponsors, CSL Electrical, Dr. Clark. Dad worked super hard. Mitchell, of course, he's always doing good help. And yeah, Josh Racing, Josh for all the help.
Right, mate. Hope to see you guys at the end of the final as well. Next up, we have got KZ2 who's the Cadet ROK pole sitter for the final, mate.
I'd like to thank my dad and pop for me up there. I'd like to thank Rotax for doing everything. I don't have one to go, but I hope it goes really good.
You hope it goes really good, mate. You had a lot of pace in that pre-final. I think you're up by about 9 or 10 seconds. That's a pretty good lead, isn't it? Did you realise you were that? No, it probably doesn't pay to do that, does it? So what's your strategy for the final, mate? Just get to the front and just go hard? Basically, it's a pretty good strategy, isn't it, mate? Right, good luck for the final, eh? Next up, James Hadley from KartSport New Zealand, the COO of KartSport New Zealand. How do you think the weekend's gone, James?
Yeah, it's been brilliant. It's obviously one of our bigger events for the year, 160 odd entries here, so the runs enjoying themselves. Obviously, maybe a little bit more before it started raining, but it's all good.
Yeah, talking about that rain, I don't think we've had a dry City of Sales in about 5 years, have we, mate?
Yeah, it's my fourth in a row, and it's been wet pretty much every time, so but no hurricanes, there's nothing, so it's fine.
It actually keeps everyone honest if it's got a wet and dry and stuff like that. As the sport, we're trying to grow the sport. There's record numbers last year in our sport of competitors.
Yeah, I think about 15, 16 year high in terms of total licence numbers. Obviously, certain events fluctuate throughout the year, but KartStars have been big help for growing this at the top level. Obviously, this 5-round series with the support of having down to New Zealand Racing Academy is a big part of it as well. So, it's definitely starting to lift that top tier and give people something to race for.
Yeah, it's simply talking about the growth of our sport. We're always trying to grow it. Cadets is where it starts. It's the youngest. It's 6 to sort of 9 years old. they can come in at any level. Club days, it's fantastic for those guys to get involved. Pretty much every club around the country will run a Have a Go program. If you want to get involved in that, just jump onto your local club's Facebook or website. Also, KartSport New Zealand on their website has a link to a Have a Go program, doesn't it?
Campaign now. There's a website with a whole lot of videos from some of our stars up there in Auckland and things like that. So that's where we load up all of our events around the country. You can get on board and see what's happening in your area and find out where to go to.
So you talk about current stars, and then obviously karting is the stars of the future. A lot of names have come through KartSport. Everyone will know Liam Lawson, but there's plenty of other ones on the international stage as well that have come from.
You got like Nick Cassidy, Mitch Evans here in Formula E. I think it's probably one of the greatest times we've had in Motorsport right now. So if you want to have a career in motorsport, it's a place to start and then come back in the rain, shine and whatever else comes your way.
Yeah, talk about the rain. It's not looking flash out there at the moment, is it, mate? So part of our supporters, our volunteers and our officials, we've got a pile of people standing out there on the track in the, let's call it bucketing down rain, that are doing it for no cost at all, and everything. They're fantastic sponsors and volunteers. It's what we need in our sport. We always want more, however, don't we?
Yeah, we definitely do. Whether you want to be an on-track official, a camera official, helping in the starting tower or the race control, or a convener like you and Hayley and Simon and things here, or series coordinators and stuff. So there's plenty of opportunities to get involved, and the more the merrier, and come and have some fun. Yeah,
we're back on track at about 25 to 1. We've got 8 finals to do, which are fantastic. Big laps, 28 laps, around here at about a 40-second average. Lap is pretty decent. Next up, we've got Simon Church here. He's on our KartStars committee. A lot of new rules this year that are introduced into the event. A lot of on trial. A few of these ones, Church, a bit of reasons behind it.
Yeah, we're just trying to elevate the KartStars standards to a bigger level. Fire grounds, of course. Some big things have changed here. The pre-grid is the one that is the big change we've made this year. So the pre-grid, you need to be on the pre-grid before the field in front goes out the gate. This is really just to make it a bit fairer for people. They can change their tyres on the pre-grids, whereas before, without a rule, they saw the pre-grid in place after taking a lot longer to get through the event. So we've done that this year. We've also done a number of just tidying up with some rules about start procedures and performing from the back if the engine doesn't start on the first lap. But yeah, just there's a number of good things. People are pretty positive about them. Hopefully we'll keep a lot of them going forward. There'll be some tweaks, not everything works for the first time. You get a bit of feedback, but you've got to try something to move forward.
100% you do. I've got a bumper in my hand here. I'm going to hold that up, Churchy. So you see karts accidentally hit each other and things like that. You go, what could be the penalty from that? What we have here are these things called pushback nose cones. So if a kart comes in and the bumper has been dislodged, that is a 2-place penalty for the driver. So you actually have to hit someone pretty hard, pretty square, don't you, mate, to dislodge that. You get a 2-place penalty. If you've done it before, new rule from KartSport New Zealand, it's following the Australian rules, isn't it? A lot of stuff that happens in Europe as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it was the old rule at 5 seconds was just a little bit of a harsh penalty for most of them. I mean, they were brought in to tidy up racing, and they have, but it was just quite a harsh penalty for people that were involved in an incident that wasn't their fault, or they were just unlucky, or a crash in front of them. So we tried to make it a stepped penalty process, and we'll see how that goes this weekend. Yeah, so far so good.
Awesome. Let's also have a look at one of these karts here, where people will wonder what the driver's looking at when they're in their kart. We'll just flick this on here. It's called a Micron 5. So the driver will have a pile of data here. They'll have the engine, temperature of the engine. This will be the speed up here. They'll also have their track times and the speeds going, and also their lap time. So they'll be able to look at that. The driver will have some lights up here that'll probably light up if their engine gets a bit too hot. Then what they'll do is they'll pull up this radiator here, let a wee bit more air through the radiator, cool their engine down. Pretty much an optimum level is about 60 degrees is what these engines go pretty well at. So yeah, let's hope for the final this afternoon. I hope it's either going to bucket down with rain or come fine. It makes it a lot easier for everybody. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Regan Hall and I'm at KartSport Auckland for a Have a Go day, and we run these all throughout the country. The club will provide everything that you need. Your job is just to enjoy yourself and have fun.
Right guys, come on inside. Let's show you what you're getting into. Yep, you're going to be Aaron today. How does that sound? The next thing we're going to do is we're going to choose helmets. Let's go. This really cool. That looks awesome, eh? Gloves. So once we're all set up, we're going to go down, we're going to meet Ryan and Simon and show you into the go-karts.
Your first go will be a familiarisation, just getting yourself around the track. Sometimes we have people like Ryan Urban, who is a former world champion, helping to give you the guidance and instruction and coaching that you need.
Because you've got quite a bit of skill there. I think just a little bit under brakes, maybe not so hard on the pedal. Yeah. Just try and keep the car a little bit straighter under brakes before you turn in. But you're certainly not scared.
Well, hi Sophie.
Hi.
Hi, yeah. This is your first time having to go in a go-kart today, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, what did you think?
I thought it was amazing. Like going fast and passing others just felt like I was flying.
And so, what made you decide to come out here and have a go today?
Well, my mum always knew I was competitive and she found it online and then she was like, come on, let's give it a go. So that's how we got here.
You went wide all the way around. It was a great pass.
I've got with me Jess and young Aurora here, who's 7 years old, and this is Aurora's first day in her own kart, isn't it? Yep. And what made you decide to get into karting?
Well, Aurora likes cars and she likes Formula One, so we thought, what can we do to get her behind the wheel? And so I googled and KartSport Auckland came up. So we came down and had a go and went from there. Everyone has been amazingly helpful. They've got us into our first kart. They've showed us how to do everything because I don't know a thing. We're just learning, and yeah, like I say, they've just been amazing. Really, really good.
Yeah, it's a really helpful community, and because everyone's been there before, so they know what it's like to start. I think it's great that people pass on that knowledge and help get others into the sport. Jess, when you did your first Have a Go day and you saw Aurora out there going around the track in this machine that can actually go quite fast, what were your thoughts?
I think it was exciting. It was really neat, especially when she came back in, took her helmet off and said, Mama, look how fast I went. So that was neat. No. So just that feeling of, yes, she can do it. Yeah, the backing from the guys here, and that's ultimately why we came back, is the support we got and all these knowledgeable people just feeding us information and encouraging us, and here we are, we've got a kart.
If you want to experience what they've experienced, then you need to get in touch with your local club and they can take you through the whole process. Or you can check out gokartsport.nz